there was any other room, maybe based on procedural errors, if there was another appeal, I don't know about that. But the last thing I know about it was that the appeal was not successful for him. The conviction was upheld by the Court of Appeal then. So if he's out now, I don't know when was he convicted again, because in total he's supposed to serve around 5 years.
5 years, yes, because the appeal in June 2024, two of the counts were discharged but the remaining two still borders on molestation and indecent kiniko of a minor, all still sexually related. So that still upheld the sentence. And he was supposed to serve 5 years concurrently, and he's been there since 2021. The matter started in 2021, then I think 2022 was when he was sentenced, then they had the appeal in 2024. So now he's out in 2025. So the way I understand it, I think he has served the term in full. That's why he's out, and not the way Yomi is trying to make it seem. Because like you said, I have also searched. There's no such record. There's no such record of an appeal in 2025 that Yomi is referring to. There's no such.
For Yomi, you know that Yomi Fabiyi is a pathological liar. And the truth there is that I don't think this man even knows Yomi is there modeling up the waters for him. Because I don't know him, but I am sure nobody will want Yomi as a dry cleaner for them. Mm-hmm. Nobody wants Yomi to try and repair their image, because what they would do is to model things up and make it all about themselves. So from the little I know of Yomi Fabiyi, I am sure Baba Jesha has not sent him any message he's doing, because whatever he's doing is only putting the guy back in bad light of the public.
Exactly what
he has done something terrible. Yes, he has served his term. He should be somewhere doing Thanksgiving, codedly that, God gave him an opportunity to retrace his step. I don't know if he's now a repentant person or not, but God gave him a unique opportunity to stop whatever he's doing, serve full time for it, become a better person from it. That is what I believe. Somebody who is truly apologetic, somebody who is truly sorry for what they did, that should be his own state of mind right now. But with Yomi Fabiyi coming out to paint all these kind of other narratives, is just going to keep putting this guy in bad spots in public, because this guy we find it difficult now. Of course, even without Yomi Fabiyi, his life is already in a mess, which he caused by himself. That's no fault of anybody. That's his problem. But now with Yomi Fabiyi in the mix, trying to make it look like he was wrongly convicted or something happened, people try to gang up against him. Because if you still have to bring the case down, did he do this thing or not? The Court of Competence Jurisdiction, after fair hearing, found out that he did these things. And see, one thing with the law is that the law doesn't respect or doesn't care about your emotions. Yes, maybe it was he did it to the wrong set of people. Maybe it's a crime that most people will usually get away with. It shouldn't be that harsh. The law doesn't care about all that. There is a Latin phrase that says, let the heaven falls. Justice must be done. So justice was served in his case. did it, eventually he couldn't run away from the fact that he did it. At the end of the day, he accepted, yes, he did some of these things. Forget it was entrapment, it was this, it was that. You did what you should not have done. And now your service term. I am sure if he has a direct way of reaching out to your Fabiyi, the Baba Jesha will tell you, Fabiyi, I beg, just leave my case the way it is. I have done my time. Let me just sit down. If there's anything I can still do with my life, let me just be doing it. Don't try and make it all about you, because Yomi just wants to get fame from anything. He doesn't care what
he just wants to insert himself.
Yeah, he won't care. That's what he wants to do. And I think he's doing the guy more disservice. He's doing him more bad than whatever good he might have concocted in his head that he's doing. There's nothing you can say. You now trying to attack the victims in this case, trying to put holes in their story, trying to make it look like, oh, whatever they said is a liar. Just the same thing I heard about, what's it called? Mrs. Mother. I didn't follow that case well, but the little I had today from moving up and down on TikTok was that Mrs. Mother was saying, no, Mrs. that said, oh, she was molested or abused, she should come out and prove it. And I was wondering, how could such a statement come out from somebody's mother? So if a victim is coming out saying, oh, this thing happened to them, I think the only person that can even say that in that kind of situation would be the suspect. That, oh, you said I've done this to you, please, can you prove it? That is the only person that has the standing, that has the grounds to challenge that accusation. That should be the only person. Not the mother, not the father. If it had happened, somebody in the family should have known. Exactly. So meaning maybe Missy has been lying all this while.
And she even said, there might have been Mr. Pythagoras, she said, oh, because Missy was living with her mom, right? And she said, I even asked my mom, and my mom said, how would your mom know?
So you'll be wondering the kind of people we have, the kind of people we're having in this society these days. Now we have another Baba Mohbad somewhere in the Mrs. Mother. I just hope we don't have another case of Joseph Aloba on our hands. Otherwise, we'll just arrange for both of them to get married and be done with it. So I think Yomi is just a sore loser. Yomi is an apologist to a convicted rapist. Sorry for the word, TikTok. So that's what Yomi is. So if you pay more, so if we come out to say different stuff, people should stop taking Yomi Fabiyi serious. Yomi Fabiyi wants fame, and he doesn't care where you get it from. People should listen to him when they can listen to him and move on with their lives.
You know, it's actually, and that brings a question to what we are beginning to normalize as a people, as a nation, because unfortunately, this type of information is what will spread and trend. Like I have here now what Yomi posted, and that was what even some mainstream media were posting, only that they were saying that they've not verified and that it was picked from Yomi, as in they were quoting Yomi as the one who posted it.
Can I chip in here? Yes, okay. Yes. I think
Mr. Welcome.
Hello, how are you? I think Pythagoras has summarized most of my line of thoughts. I think we have large numbers of educated illiterates in Nigeria, and it's becoming worrisome. And I'm getting concerned that we are now building a society of people that have passed through the 4 walls of university, but even, in fact, the worst cases are even those in the diaspora, just to shock you. The ones that have lived in America for donkey years, in United Kingdom, in Western world, for many, many years. I saw one today that I know very well, that knows that what he posted on his wall can actually make her lose her license if they know who she is, in terms of a qualified individual, a professional, being an RAPE apologist. And I'm saying, wow. And some are even saying congratulations to someone that was convicted by a competent court, that have gone through all the evidences and what have you, and he was convicted. He has served his time. I think he probably, if it's 5 years they've jailed him, I think he's about right, because 1 year calendar in prison time is not even up to 1 year. In most cases, it's 9 months. I think the prison system in most jurisdictions have a way of calculating 1 year. I don't think you actually do the full year. I think probably they give you, I think it's around 9 months. If someone can fact check me on that. So the guy has perhaps, if he was jailed in 2022, and this is almost 2026, that's more or less, to be honest, 5 years, according to the prison calendar. I'm not factor on that, but I think I might be right. So it's becoming worrisome that large numbers of our society are normalizing all this nonsense. And I don't know if it's this generation. I don't know if it's the water they drink or the air they breathe, or
if it's the internet.
That's where I'm coming to. I think it's perhaps they are exposed to the wrong part of the internet. That things. Look at the case that I follow. Even though I tend to stay out of it. This what's it called? This Wumi and the whole thing. How they try to make lies the truth, and they kept. I mean, sometimes when they keep on repeating, they believe. As long as they are repeating the lies, it becomes the truth. But the truth does not change; it's constant. You know, when the court system is there, the information is there. You can go in there and they will make up this lie, and they will go large numbers of their followers. That's the sad part of it. Large numbers of followers are believing this, and that I mean, I came up because I saw Pythagoras here, which I do appreciate his good work on the mobile case.
Well, I'm so happy seeing you two on the platform. Welcome.
Yeah, I do tend to be in the background. I mean, to be honest, I go to a platform just to listen. But sometimes, there was a time I go to some side platform, I nearly want to break my phone when you listen to some people trying to just make up lies. But you just have to hold your strength and just say, you know what, this is not normal. But it is what it is. But I think this is where the civil society in Nigeria are a little bit weak. These kind of things, in terms of this man that has just been released.
Yeah.
I mean, in a sense, society, he will just go underground. In fact, I live in United Kingdom. He cannot go near any primary school, secondary school.
No way. No way.
Because his name is
It's already on the
list. Sexual offenders list.
Yeah.
I mean, his name is being recorded in sexual affairs. He can, even in church, if he goes to church, the children section of the church, he can't go. If that means he can't even go near any church anyway, because of they will give him certain meters. He can't go near children, whether be it in secondary school, primary school, whatever. And his name is there. In fact, the moment he moved into any neighborhood, I think the council will know that we've got someone, and he will be watched. You know, and we are now saying congratulations to someone that's just been released on I mean, it's still a danger to the society as far as I'm concerned. He needs to be monitored for a certain period of time. He needs to be reporting to certain people until they say, you know what, okay, fine. But yeah, service time, but there should be the civil society movement that will actually now be monitoring this. This is where we are failing. This is where the system of Nigeria is actually failing. And I mean, it is what it is. We are in Nigeria. But for people now going on the internet, professionals, people in the Western world, that knows what it takes to look at what they've just done to Prince Andrew? I've not been following it. I think he had some issues with some sex thing, and they had to actually the royal something release him of his title. And we've got people living in America, Canada, wherever you want to name it, that have seen how things are being done. I think they are actually the worst, to be honest, because they are the one contributing this money.
Yes.
They are worse than the people in Nigeria. They are exposed. They know what is right. But they are actually, in fact, if Nigeria is going to destroy you, start from those people in diaspora. And that's my conclusion. I've come to that conclusion. Be it times of election, you will see their hands in there. Be it in any issues, you will see the diasporans in there. They are the worst set of people, you can come across, because the exposure that they've gained, the education they've gained in the Western world, I think they use it now to oppress people in Nigeria. And I don't know. Anyway, let me mute my mic. I do appreciate you guys' good work. I do follow you guys, and I think God will be your strength. I'm always in the background, just going around platforms, And anyway, I'll mute my mic. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you for your contribution. I think Pythagoras would be able to clear us on the calendar here in the Nigerian prison. Well, I'm very certain that he did serve his time fully too. And yes, on that part of people in diaspora, it is sad. It is worrisome. I mean, sometimes I hear some things and I have to either hold my head, or because it's weird, the type of things you hear from these people. And when they want to make matter worse, they tell you, if you were to be in diaspora, if you were to be abroad, if you were to be in America, if it was in the UK, and I am wondering, what part of UK do you people live? Or what part of America that supports the type of things that you guys propagate?
It's the same like we would say, what part of Nigeria were they living when we all were in Nigeria? Which part of Nigeria?
So to continue to have a society that that shames the victim and celebrates the villain is truly worrisome, and it's something that yes, maybe all of us really should begin to look into it. Maybe form a coalition, maybe come up with something, but things must not continue this way. Pythagoras.
That Bridges, I agree with you. Is the lack of accountability in our system. People don't feel they owe the public, especially when their acts affects anybody in the public. They don't feel they owe people explanation. I want to draw a link with this Prince Andrew case. See where his issue started from is because of his association with, what's the name of that guy again? Jeffrey Epstein. It was because he kept on being friends with this person, and that's one of the things people have to look at critically. Even while this guy was convicted of sexual crimes, then trying to solicit sex from a minor, he was still friends with him. Somehow, and eventually, we got to know why he refused to let this guy go as a friend. Because the same thing this guy was doing, somehow he has introduced or he has helped Prince Andrew in the past to perpetrate the same crime. So, draw that connection between what Yomi Fabi is doing now. I'm sure if we have the time for an expose, to have some of these Baba Jesha's victims to come out, because one thing for sure is that young lady would not be Baba Jesha's first
Princess said 12 people reached out. 12. But you see, I also touched on the culture of silence in Nigeria. And these are the type of things that make people go silent because the victim suddenly becomes the one who gets prosecuted and shamed.
Exactly. I am sure if all these people come out to say things, you would not be surprised if they start mentioning your Mifabi's name or some of his other apologists. They would have been involved in some, because I don't know how this thing cannot be. It's a repulsive attitude. I don't know how anybody can stand it. Yes, even family members, the best you would do is just is our person, but it's not something you can condone. It's not something you can celebrate. And when you start hearing people saying congratulations, celebrating him for coming out from some kind of something that should be a rehabilitation for him, before we can even give any form of congratulation, have we actually checked this guy? Has he been fully rehabilitated? Is he sorry now? Is he ready to be a better member of the society? All these things we have not done. All we're just throwing out there is congratulations. That speaks to our own moral compass. It speaks to where our own head is really. People should look critically into our own dealings too, behind closed door, to see if this is the kind, if we can celebrate this kind of behavior, this kind of person, then there might be something we're hiding to. And for the prison time, if he has actually served 3 years plus, because I don't, like I said, I didn't follow that case, I'm sure it's possible he was in custody before his final conviction too. That time he was spending while the case was going on and there, that time will also be calculated for his 5 years. And as per prison calendar, there's no law really that states that 1 year in prison is this. But there's a practice in the prison. For every 1 year, you serve 9 months. Okay. The other 3 months is like a remission for good behavior. If there's no violence, if you're not the type that fights, if you enroll in some of their rehabilitation programs, learning trade and things like that, you get 3 months off for each year you spend there.
Okay. Okay.
So if you calculate everything together with the time you spent while the case was going and the 3 months, yes, it's about the same time.
Okay. So that takes us back to us as a society. What can we do? Lagbaja, you want to contribute?
Good evening, everybody. I don't know. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Okay. Paita, the British should be me, pretty lady, mommy, Yemi.
Hi, Lagbaja. Where are you? There's your background. There's some echo coming from it. Are you under the bed or what?
Under the duvet.
I'm under the duvet.
Under the carpet. You're better now.
Yeah, I was connected to a Bluetooth device.
Okay, Mr. Paita, okay.
Experiencing it. Okay, good evening, everybody. And, both cases have not actually been following, but I think I know a bit about the whole stuff. I've been on social media for the past few hours, listening to so many platforms talking about or celebrating the release of Baba Joshua. But my question here is this celebration, is it we celebrating the release of a convicted sex, what do they call themselves?
Offender.
Sex offender, or we are celebrating the release of an innocent sex offender? Is it that he was convicted, but he was innocent of all charges? Or we are just, in our sense of stupidity, celebrating the release of a sex offender into our midst? Because it looks kind of tragic that Nigerians would not see the issue that sent this man to prison, but are celebrating just because of they are taking sides because of another case that perhaps Yomi Fabi is handling, and they are using this as a source of, would I call it remedy, or their only source of joy since the issue of Mohbad started. Because if I look at the people celebrating, there has been no day in which the joy lasted overnight. So are they actually using this as a means of, at least we've got a sex offender in our midst? It's kind of tragic that we have some Nigerians thinking this way, when indeed it is high time that even the Nollywood industry will know that, yes, I shouldn't, if I want to shoot a movie, this guy cannot be there. Because what am I promoting in the movie? Am I trying to say that I'm not saying that people should not employ him for a job, because at least he has kids and he should have a means of livelihood. But being a sex offender, do people really know the amount, the level to this crime? How many of us would have kids, daughters, that we would go back home and meet them perhaps already gripped? How many of us can even allow a stranger use his hands on the private parts of even our male children? How many? Because it seems people don't even comprehend what this man did. I was listening to Yomi Fabi a couple of days ago when he was talking about this Baba Jesha issue, and he was like, one man had already disflowered the girl before Baba Jesha. Did Baba Jesha claim he didn't do anything? The video in question that they actually wanted a video evidence that this actually has been taking place at the absence of princess in the house. Was he not prostrating, begging them? What was he prostrating for? What was he prostrating for? What was he begging them that said Joe, Kineko, Kinemak, babysitter, and things like? What was he actually convicted for? Was he innocent? Did he claim to be innocent as Yomi Fabi has always portrayed him to be?
I have a video of him that was shared with me here while he was apologizing and begging and all of that. Did I do anything to offend you? Why would you molest a 7-year-old? I'm saying almost 7+. If you are telling me pay is the devil, and fine. But after everything I did for you, why? You tried. But why? But I want to understand, I took out my time, registered you in the school. The only thing I didn't even do was allow you to stay in my house. So, I mean, and yes, Shabril, they tried to make it seem like it was a movie. Pythagoras, did you read that part? They tried to make it seem like it was a movie script. He was acting, and the judge said no, that she was not convinced that.
Yes, see, even if it was a movie, the movie license doesn't give you the license to defile a minor. It doesn't give you the license to even cast a minor in some compromising situation. It doesn't even give you the license. Let's agree for argument's sake. He was asked to perform that movie. Go to the movie set, go there and start defiling the minor, start touching the minor inappropriately. He would have been still convicted. The director of the movie would have been convicted. Everybody around there would have been convicted for encouraging such an act.
True. True. So, like Baja, that answered your question. Yes, he came out. While I don't have a problem with whoever is excited that their family, their brother, their neighbor is back from prison. I have issues with someone trying to, rewrite this story. And before you know it, that is what would be in the consciousness of these our people, because yes, they are selective in their judgment, they are selective in their evaluation of things and situation. Let's hear from Sis Yemi Shitze.
Okay, I wasn't done though, but let's continue.
Okay, continue. Sorry, continue. I thought you was done.
Okay, that's about the Baba Jesha issue. Now, in the first topic you were talking about before when I joined was about Imisi.
Yeah.
The thing I just say about this issue will still relate to Baba Mohbad. When we see children as investments, we would always end up being bad parents. That you think, oh, because I sent you to school, I sent you to the best schools, I suffered for you, that means that when you grew up, you have to be my slave, whatever you earn is mine. As in, that kind of entitlement, you would end up being an evil parent. Because these kids, I never begged my father to father me. And my kids never begged me to father them. No child begs his or her parents to be born. That's it. Once we have this, and then our kids are making us not fall into this societal disgrace of being called barren. As in, what man saw Yoruba pe what that show agombo abiba no she man powe I don't know.
If you finish your way, I don't know.
like these kids, the kids we have, they brought us out of this shame of being called barren. They are our certificates of being called a man. Like, for a woman to say, yes, I am not barren, it is the children. For a man to say, this is my certificate of every erection I have every morning, it is the kids. And none of these kids ask to be born. Now, when you now see a parent acting, I am entitled to this, I'm very sure that if Imisi never won Big Brother, iya ò ní gbé camera.
Of course.
Ìyá ò ní gbé camera. But when you now, what even brought about this whole thing? Whether she was talking about whether she was grieved or not grieved, as a mother, it is not online that you should even be questioning whether she was grieved or she wasn't grieved. It is even an embarrassment to you, a disgrace to you, for you to say you don't even know. For you to be claiming it never happened, whereas the lady said, this is the main reason I don't want to have anything to do with you. It is an embarrassment to you.
Apparently, she wasn't even in her life. That's the meaning.
Hey, Pythagoras, truly for you. That's just the meaning of the whole thing. For her to claim I didn't send her out of the house. So, see, if you know the mentality of grieved victims, the kind of hatred they will have for actually the person that raped them, and also their parents that show nonchalant attitude to their grape story or to meeting them and telling them I was raped and I told my mom or claiming ignorance about it. It goes like a lifetime. Number one, I don't blame Imisi. For saying I don't want to see my mom, I don't blame her. The mom, she ought, all these things she's trying to do ought to be closed doors. Closed doors behind the scene. Oh, she reacted at the hotel. She didn't want to see me, blah, blah, blah. It's not on social media that you're going to clean your dirty linen. Not on social media. Because bloggers will use you for money. And bloggers like bad news. Bloggers will separate you from your daughter. That is what they will do eventually. All this camera that you are bringing, for me 50,000, for me 150,000. Tiko Bawin BBN, kilo fair fun. Were you in her life before? Omolomo sopon lọ fún acting school. Did you pay for it? Did you know about anything about her? So now that she has made a name for herself and you're trying to bring her down, do you think you are even doing much good to you to you reconciling the situation? You are doing worse. You coming out, taking a ring light, granting interviews here and there. Do you think you can still reconcile with your daughter with all those things you're doing? Absolutely no. You are burning the bridge that is already shaking. Who says Missy couldn't have forgiven you? People could have talked to her. Her pastor could have talked to her like, whoa, madam, your mom is still your mom. You have to forgive her for whatever she might have done to you. But you now coming out to actually show that you were an irresponsible mother to her, do you think Missy does not need to come out to say anything, honestly speaking? People even say
what year batch will not release our batch, you know. This batch of useless
I'm not even
parents.
sure she's out to 2 months yet.
No, I mean the batch of useless parents started.
Oh, okay.
2023, Leo.
I heard she's even like 40-something years, maybe 47. 46, 47.
The kind of parents we have now, well, we just have to be Kama Badra Kama Jawon. We have the male version, we have the female version of entitlement parents. Parents that think that, yes, I have suffered for you, now is my time to enjoy. And you are thinking like, because I gave birth to you, it is not, see, forget about that. You are now depending on children that they would also grow up to have their own family, to think about their own sustenance. Subhanallah.
Mashallah.
As Pythagoras said, the batch of parents, release one, but it is now a consistent thing that you'll be seeing parents fighting to inherit their children, to the adage of mo ń jẹun ọmọ kò ń ṣe pé mo fẹ́ jogún ọmọ. That Yoruba adage is mo fẹ́ jẹ oúnjẹ ọmọ. It is that oúnjẹ tí ọmọ fún mi lóúnjẹ kò ń ṣe pé kí n jẹ ogún ẹ̀. Ogún ẹ̀ is our estate, is your child's estate. I'm not saying children should not take care of their parents.
Does it set the precedence?
It's not that we are saying that we as children or our children should not take care of us when we are old. But it is not something that you now say, tí ò bá ṣe, ó di dandan pé ó gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe dandan nítorí mo jóbi. Tọ́mọ ò bá ní àjẹṣẹ́kù, èwo wá ní kó wá parẹ́ fún yín. Ọmọ tó bá ní àjẹṣẹ́kù ló ń tọ́jú ìyá àti bàbá. Although there are some kids like that they would prefer to go on empty stomachs and make their parents happy. But don't make it a compulsion. Don't.
I'm even
It is
saying
bad.
that. Like I said earlier when we were discussing that, before that could happen, there must have been a bond you had with your child. If you don't create it, you can't have it. So, and I took care of my child, like I said earlier as well. It goes beyond I provide. It goes beyond material provision, especially nowadays. What kind of emotional support? How available? It's apparent that woman was not even available for her child because she was busy procreating. So Shani don't procreate love any time go láti wà ńbẹ̀ láti support ọmọ morally, emotionally.
Busy pẹ̀lú iṣẹ́ Ọlọ́run tó ń ṣe náà.
Ó lóun oníbàárà Ọlọ́run mi ìgbọ́ yóò bá yẹn rí. Nbo lo oníbàárà Ọlọ́run gan ti ń ráyè ṣe pàpàpà tó bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn tó fi ń dọmọ àbóyún ẹ̀mí mímọ́ ni. So there's a lot that needs to be discussed. Maybe the more we have this type of conversation, the more it begins to go into the consciousness of our people. Because if I have a magic wand, I would just wish that internet low expose àwọn èèyàn tó ń fi Dubai. Maybe this is truly what we are beginning to turn to as a nation, as a people.
But the British, why is it that at the end of the day, Christian, it's not me. At the end of the day, these people, they end up saying that they are pastors, choir master, or prophetesses, all these bad parents. Kilo shele. The other one, call church nonsense, prophetesses.
Please mute when you come up.
Biola Taiwo, please mute. Okay, she's done.
Well, yes, I know that funny enough or incidentally, they both happen to even be from CNS.
I saw a video of one woman saying Mrs. Mom drove her out at the age of 12. That Emisi was staying with her.
Emisi was staying with her grandmother. But yeah, let's have Yemi Shitu. She's been here.
Thank you so much. Good evening, everyone. Since the British, yeah. So, Sherry, this thing that is flying around, especially, let me start from Baba Ijesha. Baba Ijesha is, as in, but she does not come out. Though, he did one video when he was released, said, Mutijade, she has one or two things. From that, that was not what he was supposed to have done. It might have experienced maybe was looking for help. So I mean, react to see personally, maybe he has not learned his lesson or he has not been remorseful or this. But Yomi Fabi is going to send that man back to where he's coming from if the man did not sit tight and do the needful. If that man wants to help himself, now we can say he has not said anything because he's not seen his video. If he wants to help himself, he should distance himself from Yomi Fabi because Yomi Fabi is a known criminal, a lawlessness person. Because everything that the government of the states has ruled over, Yomi Fabi will come out and said they haven't done the right thing. That means he has his own courts that he judges the issue that concerns the states. So he has no respect for the rule of law. If Baba Jesha wants to help himself, fine, what he has done was nothing to write on, but he has done a very, very damaging thing. What is it?
Sorry, is this Yemi? So AI is following up. AI is following up with my life, and he just told me that our conversation is Yemisi versus Josie debate. Oh, girl. So AI sure wa sha gbogbo nǹkan tá a sọ.
AI ni mo ṣe.
No, AI ń sọ nǹkan tá à ń sọ nípa ẹ̀ ni. Ó ní ìyá ìmísí, ó tún spell ẹ̀ dáadáa gan. Ó ní ìyá ìmísí versus Josie debate.
Oh my God. So,
you know, it's following up with our conversation, and everything we're discussing, it's as we're changing, Mori, when we got to Yomi.
That is how they accumulate their information. So. All this AI. That is how they accumulate that. About his toy, about anything, he will bring one or two things out of what we are discussing. So as I was saying, Baba Ijesha, he needs to go for rehabilitation. Fine, he has served his term. That was not it. That was not what we were expecting from him. Because even not only Nigerian police, not only Nigerian prison. Oh, you cannot say you want to be rehabilitated in Nigerian police, in Nigerian prison. You want to law, you become worst. Because I saw one video before I came here now, this stupid guy that was defaming Wumi, that was taken to prison. I saw him doing one music. Now, I don't know if anybody has seen that. He did music. Talopa imole Wumi. Talopa imole Wumi. Oh, in fact, my heart was bleeding. But what is this? What is this? So, Baba Jesha needs to go for rehabilitation before he can reintegrate back into the society. In Facebook, there was this guy. There was this Motikano on one or two live Tasheloni. I don't know, maybe I've heard about that before. There was this guy. One woman made a post concerning Baba Jesha and Yabo. So a guy went under that post and wrote a long epistle talking about Baba Jesha. And this guy attests to it that they were friends, himself and Baba Jesha. Baba Jesha was leaving for that princess outing. He was with him while he was leaving. And the guy attests to it that Baba Jesha is known for liking minor, underage children. And he advised him that he should just lie low. So the same thing, if Baba Jesha is hearing this, if any of his followers or his lovers are hearing, he should lay low and go for rehabilitation. Because all these things, you're wondering where the content subject, that they should be calling him for promotion. If everybody that is selling market, they should call him to come and do promotion for him. This is that how it is? Is that how it is? So this Baba Jesha issue, I don't want to say much about it. If he doesn't know what he's doing, he is going to ruin his life. He's going to ruin his life. So Baba Jesha, if you are opportune to hear this, it's not that we said that you should not come out of prison, because what you did, you're not supposed to mingle with people again. But at least God is a forgiving God. If you can reintegrate, if you can rehabilitate yourself, then you are welcome. But we just know how we are going to keep our children away from you. But if you let Yomi to push you to do what you're not supposed to do, you are going back, and this time you are not coming out again. Because there are a lot of people waiting for you. Just like Pythagoras or Andrew. Of recent, listen, they have stripped him of all his of anything that makes him a royal. It's not that they found him as guilty, but because of association. because of his association with the American guy that was convicted of abuse. Ẹ̀gbọ́n tó jẹ́ king of Britain nísìn ó ti strip ẹ̀ wọ́n ti lé kúrò ní Royal House wọ́n ti ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀. So if you like Yomi Fabiyi táyé ẹ̀ ti burú táyé ẹ̀ ti bàjẹ́ tó bá yẹ kó ba tiẹ̀ jẹ́ pátápátá all well and good. Then to Ìyá Ìmísí. And another thing tí mo tún discover ní tí this, especially this TikTok, don't expose most people to, is that there are two different type of people. Because I discovered that the same set of people that were against Wunmi, that were on Joseph Alaba's side, were the same set of people that were encouraging Ìyá Ìmísí and this man, the Baba Ijesha, that just came out of prison. So that means there's no, that is how they are. That is how those people are. And this is how we are. So there's nothing, reason we are aligned together because we are two different people. So this thing, especially TikTok, has really made us to know that the same way you are reasoning is not the same way other person is reasoning. The same they are the one doing the right thing. The same set of people. That means their thinking has been their constant thing. That is how they are. That is how they are. That is how they are formed. Ìyá Ìmísí, if we can go back to history, because that is how she reason. That is how she's reasoning. Báwo lọ́nà máa ṣe gbé ọwọ́ ọmọ ẹ ga? Tí wọ́n pè ìwọ ni wọ́n wá lo ayíra ẹ as an object to pull her down. I was on the street of Instagram. The guy was among the guys that UBA called for. They had some conference. Looking to push. Ní ma pé ìyá ẹ̀ ló ń ṣe rádaràda lórí social media. Ọlọ́run gbé ọmọ ẹ lọ síbi gíga, and you are using yourself to distract and pull her down. That is disgusting. Oríṣiríṣi fídíò tí wọ́n yẹn ti ṣe.
She's a member of pull down syndrome. She's a member of pull down syndrome.
In fact, mi ò rò wípé ọmọbìnrin yẹn ṣe nǹkan tí ò dá fún woman yẹn. She's just an evil person. Because there was a video of her I saw. I think ọmọ yìí tó lọ fún Big Brother. Because ó show picture video yẹn show pé ó ti mature ó ti wà bó ṣe wà yìí. Ó ṣe video mi, ṣe video she was in a happy mood níwájú ilé wọn bẹ̀ yẹn tí ó rọ̀ fún yẹn náà ni o. Ìyá ẹ̀ dẹ̀ wà pẹ̀lú other children. Lóní mẹ́ẹ̀mí ó yẹ wo fídíò, mẹ́ẹ̀mí ó yẹ wo fídíò, mẹ́ẹ̀mí ó yẹ wo fídíò. That means at least tí wọ́n bá tiẹ̀ ní good relationship. It's not that the lady ọmọ yẹn ó kánú àbí bóyá ó lè ti ṣe nǹkan fún ní past year. But the girl has come to time ó ti gbà á tí ó tẹ̀ mọ̀ pọ́nà ń gbé òun lọ síbi gíga. So I don't see reason. Bóyá owó tọmọ yẹn gbà ló wá kó sí lórí pé yẹ kó kú wá fún un ní afrobeat ní o àbí ẹsẹ̀kẹsẹ̀ kó dẹ̀ wá mọ̀ òun kúrò nílé táwọn ń gbé yẹn tí ò wá hápùn lówó ló fa ogun wàhálà yìí. Ó lè jẹ́ nǹkan tó fà á nínú ẹ̀sẹ̀ bóyá bọ́mọ yẹn ṣe gba owó yẹn kó dẹ̀ máa kó bọ̀ mọ́ ìmẹ́yẹ gbà. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n lọ gbalẹ̀ fún yín ní
Owó tí ò tí ì tẹ ọmọ lọ́wọ́.
Ẹ jẹ́ kí n lọ gbalẹ̀ fún yín ní lẹ́kì.
Guys, please, let's continue to power tap o. Ẹ bá power tap ẹ jọ.
Bóyá nǹkan tó mọ̀ ò ṣe tó fa ìjà nìyẹn because I see no reason why your own mother kí gbogbo ayé gan kí wọ́n wà obìnrin ló sì máa ń bo àṣírí àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ jù no matter what obìnrin ló sì máa ń bo àṣírí àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ jù. Just like bí Lágbájá ṣe sọ pé àwọn wòlíì yìí àwọn kìíní yìí àwọn tó dábàá rí ó ṣò shrine ẹ̀ nínú ilé ẹ̀ náà rọ̀dọ̀rọ̀dọ̀ báyìí ẹ sì mọ̀ pé àwọn wòlíì báàlì nìyẹn.
Yẹmí ṣì tù shrine báwo àbí ọ̀tà.
Ọ̀tà kọ́ bí shrine ní ọ̀pá ìtàtẹ́ bá rí. Me share with
you.
Ọlọ́run. In fact, Ọlọ́run ṣàṣọ wa, it's just so crazy. All these incidences don't ṣẹlẹ̀ yìí is showing us that there are two different people, as in two are so distinct. Maybe our reasoning, all absent, ẹjọ́.
Are you mute the person? That means this be at work.
Okay. Tó jẹ́ pé reasoning wa is just so different because the same set of people tí wọ́n reason pé nǹkan tí Jòsí ń ṣe ó dáa náà ni wọ́n sọ pé nǹkan tí bàbá Ìjẹ̀ṣà ṣe ó dáa náà ni wọ́n sọ pé nǹkan tí ìyá mi sí ṣe ó dáa.
Àná ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí raise owó fún látọ̀dọ̀ wọn tí ń Jòsí. Àwọn àmọ̀ tí ń raise owó fún
yẹn. Wọ́n ṣe oníkálukú àpò tiẹ̀ kò sí wàhálà bàbá Ìjẹ̀ṣà náà wọ́n kọ́ invite ọlọ́ṣẹ́ Christmas ń bọ̀. Ó dẹ̀ sọ inú mọ́tò pé òun mọ ibi tóun fẹ́ lọ tóun tẹ̀ fẹ́ lọ nísìn kóun tẹ̀ wábì kan lọ sùn sí kí wọ́n invite ẹ̀ sílẹ̀.
Ó yà mí lẹ́nu pé Yomi ò make provision fún
ẹ̀rí bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. So bí wọ́n kọ́ make provision fún kó wá ṣe Christmas nílé wọn pẹ̀lú àwọn ọmọbìnrin wọn kọ́ lọ́ máa gbóúnjẹ fún un bedroom tó bá fi sí kò jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Ẹ ṣé o, thank you.
Yeah, thank you for your contribution, sis. Before we go further, I know I've been seeing some of our people's messages on Sodium's video or music or song. Pythagoras, I would want to leave that to you to address. But you know, the point I would put out is that he's not free entirely. He's still going through trials and all of that. So whatever he likes, he should continue doing. At least we hope that he has sufficient evidence to present in court to get himself out of what he has already gotten himself. But other than that, I would say that our people should not pay any heed to whatever he's doing, releasing music or whatever.
So what he's doing is innuendo. So
he knows.
Ignore him for now.
Yes.
Just ignore him. Let's so that he can, do and enjoy and make money. That's all I'm saying.
Yes. Yeah. Trace Book. Good evening. Good evening, everybody in the comment section. Yes, Python, let's have you.
Let him continue doing whatever he's doing. He's a recalcitrant. Yeah, he's a recalcitrant. And eventually, and this is what happens when, it might take some time before before justice is delivered. When it's been delivered, and you start hearing people say, no, this is too much, it shouldn't have been this, they willfully forget all these things that is happening now. Mm-hmm. Even most of the people that have been convicted or jailed for one thing or the other, there must have been a time where they could have listened to voice of reasoning, where they could have been a better member of the society than instead of being a pariah. But all those times they will ignore. They will think they are above the law. They will think, because they've scaled through a particular order or a step in the race for justice, that it means, they are the finishing line. But just as justice would have it, it might take time, but it will surely come eventually. Because how else can you describe the attitude of somebody who is already in court for a case bordering around criminal defamation, criminal intimidation, cyberbullying, harassment, and all these things, and you still see such a person coming out with this kind of attitude? And these are the kind of people we have in our society. Yeah, and that's what we talk about, people not being repentant. That should have fired a warning shot to him that, let me try and be a better person. Maybe that might even help my case. But yes, maybe somebody somewhere telling him, don't worry, I'm a for warning, the case will be thrown out eventually and things like that. Somebody will be there telling him this, instead of them telling him the right thing, the right way to behave in a society. People like that, they belong behind the bars almost for the rest of their lives. But it will take some time. Eventually, they will be where they need to be.
Correct.
I don't know who they give a liver.
That British, hold on. Mr. Pythagoras.
Yes, ma'am.
First video you did. I'll send the first one you did. I'll send it to you. Oh, yeah.
How about I do this in my brother eventually?
Pythagoras, should we have that conversation?
For what? Should we have it now? Tell me it's not on yet. She said it will be later in the evening. That she'll come online. But she's doing she's selling her gold and silver.
Yeah, we can always have any conversation anytime. And even if we can't exhaust the topic now, we can pick it up later too. So.
Okay, so the video, I should play it first, right?
Yeah, that would be nice to have, give people perspective.
Already nullified it by saying the marriage was never carried out. She's a baby mama. But now she's a baby mama with question mark until the DNA is done. That we say the baby is truly their son. Then she's an Oloba's baby mama. Ale Mubad. What do you about my son here? Ale Mubad. Ale to bimo. Ale to money. So at the end of the day, it is a concubine that gave birth. It's not a wife. That is what they are saying. However, the law recognizes that child if the child is an offspring, and the child have right to everything that is due as the only surviving son of the disease. And by extension, the mother will benefit. Because how will the mother take care of the child without getting support?
They're going to take the child from her, which she
and they can't take the child from her because she's not incapacitated. She does not have problem now. It's not that she's she's okay, so they can't take it. But so all they are saying is this: we will recognize Mohbad, and we will recognize Liam, we will recognize Wumi as a baby mama of our family when the result comes out positive that the boy is our own. But we can never recognize her as a wife in the family. She's a concubine. Because it is not aristocrats. Church engine because àwọn ló mọ̀ jàre, àwọn ló mọ̀ gbà tó ti fẹnu já wáyà sí. Abẹ́ méje ló jẹ́. Like I said, I'm not interested in their case. That's their business.
I just wanted to point there that if they are claiming
and one mistake they made from that publication, from what I heard, that they have appointed administrators. They now mention 3 names. That one, Nafao. They cannot appoint administrator
until DNA is completed. That is
apart from DNA.
Yeah.
It is only the court, the probate that will appoint.
Yeah, after probate has been completed.
Yes, that was the person. You can say, okay, bring some. If the probate now, okay, nominate 2 people from your camp. So using the word appointed is a lie. The guy died intestate. He didn't do any will. Okay, so it is the probate.
Yes.
That will sit on that matter and say, okay, he will put his own official there, his own government official will be there too. So they should know that I'm sure their lawyers should advise them well. Maybe they wrote wrongly. Maybe they wanted to write nominate. Let me help them. Nominate. So they've nominated 3 people.
And another thing, you will have to also prove that her marriage was completed.
Exactly. In fact, that's another court because she has to prove.
She have to prove
that the money was. When they say the dowry was not
because
complete,
they have to pay down.
They have to pay down payment.
Photographs.
Does it mean that they pay the down payments and the balance? They say they bring it later.
I don't know, because apparently what we heard was Mohbad was the one that provided everything. But Baba is saying that it was an introduction that turned into marriage. But there was no nothing to show that they walked out of the marriage. If there is something like that, then whatever that they're saying will be admissive in the court of law.
But even if they don't walk out of the marriage, but everything that they're supposed to provide, if those things were not provided, then that thing is not complete.
So they'll have to, women will have to now prove that, show a video.
So all of them will prove. All of them.
Yeah.
They will show the list they gave to Baba Mohbad.
Baba Mohbad, yes.
Or to Mohbad. Say, okay, this is the list that we gave to you to bring so and so. And as we all know, I don't think there's anything Baba Mohbad did not get any list anyway. I'm not sure Baba Mohbad got any list. And I heard somebody said, Yaboba said she was the one that bought everything. Women don't present materials in Yoruba land. That is a nullity. So anyway, it's a lot of you are going to see another war.
We wish them good luck.
Another war of legal issues around that.
Wish them good luck.
But
Good luck, exactly.
to me, women should have think of this before go to lawsuit about Queen. Ó ní tó báwo ló ṣe máa sọ pé ó fẹ́ jẹ́ orúkọ yẹn ó dẹ̀ sùn bàbá ẹni náà.
Ó dẹ̀ sùn
Ló ti ṣe yẹn lẹ̀ ló bá.
Ṣé ọmọ gan kì í sú àwọn parents ẹ̀ ni?
Because she had forgotten that she did not marry to Mohbad, in the court of law. If it was legally, she can do whatever she want to do. But because
she cannot even don't encourage that too. Don't even encourage.
No, because it's traditional. It's
don't encourage such a behavior. That behavior is not something that should be encouraged anyway.
It shouldn't be encouraged, but in some situations, if your father-in-law is, doing what more than they're supposed to, sometimes some situation can warrant that too. So, anyways, we wish them good luck.
They will sort themselves out. With this publication, they've started sorting themselves out.
Exactly.
They've started sorting themselves.
So before, I know that on our part, we know that these people are just blabbing, they are fluffing. But at least we have people here. I want to play Josie's interview where he talked about the paying the bride price. Where he talked about paying the bride price and also Nishu Loka. Just for context, before we go into the proper conversation. Hi guys. So you just heard Mohbad's father, and that was, and only the court can take that right away. Maybe that's my video I posted, but that's where I have the video. If you claim that's the marriage.
But I met a lot of people when I read the event said,
ni issue locker.
On the day I met there, they said they want to do engagements, traditional engagements. But I met a lot of people when I read the event center. And could you believe, on our way going, we carry the DJ that's going to perform there. Before we reach there, we meet another DJ. See, because this guy is the one that controls the whole money. So he arranged a lot of people drinking. I will not ask myself, it's not the introduction that we want to come and do here. They now turn it to engagement. Fine. I was there. So they just do a traditional engagement. So that's it.
Okay, Baba, African TV. Baba, question here is a very legal question. Question here is very legal. Mofeke was very precise. Did you or Mosaic, did you guys pay dowry to Wumi's family in a Yoruba?
Yes.
You know Yoruba. You know when there is a wedding, different from knocking on the door. Mommy Mwe is different from marriage. Did your family pay dowry to Wumi's mother or father for marriage?
Yes.
Yes,
So you guys paid.
We paid.
Okay, so that means they are traditionally married. That means they are traditionally married.
Yeah, they are
I need to clear that.
So I'm sure that even though we have 200 and something here, on the other side, we will have people on the fence. So for those who have not heard before, you've heard dowry was paid. And the video is on my profile. You can also look and make informed decisions. So over to you, Pythagoras. A lot of trash was said on that live, and that's how they go about misinforming the public. As a matter of fact, I even had to message, I left a comment on Aristocrat's post because, I mean, for someone who is legally knowledgeable, I would not expect that he would repeat the same thing. But he said the part that I received was a part where because usually he tries to explain all grounds, yada, yada. You know, he tried to explain it, but the bottom line still remains that this is the part that I saw, and that's the part that would trend. And people who are completely ignorant will go about it and say that, oh, concubine. Make it make sense. How do you pay dowry and someone is a concubine? Koyemi. Over to you, Pythagoras, and the panel.
Yes. You know, sometimes when people are having beer parlor discussion, conversation, they say a whole lot of rubbish sometimes. Not that they mean to say rubbish, but just to get the conversation going. And I believe that's what happened here. They just wanted to engage in something, keep their people laughing in comment section, and that's why you're hearing this kind of remarks. First is that what Omaomi is not. Of course, she's not a concubine. She's not a girlfriend. She's not a baby mama. She's not a mistress. She's not a cycle. Whatever of these names you have, she's none of those things. And that's very simple for anybody to agree. It's very simple for you to conclude on that based on the fact publicly available to everybody. She was living with Mohbad before Mohbad's death as his wife. Their son was acknowledged by Mohbad while he was alive. The families, they recognize their union. They know them that they're living together as husband and wife. And the society in general also recognized their relationship. So based on all that, it's simple mathematics. Once you're living together with somebody and you've performed any form of right, R-I-T-E-S here now, that is equal to wife or husband. It is as simple as that. They were living together, cohabiting together as husband and wife. They've exchanged some things. Mohbad has paid the family, they paid dowry, at least based on the information that is publicly available. Which one of those is what you just played for us, where the father himself, Joseph Aloba, confirmed that he paid dowry. Yes, maybe suddenly he's now remembering, no, he didn't pay it in full, or he took some money, he took some out of the dowry he was given to pay. Because you can't put that past Joseph Aloba. It's possible he took some change out of the money. Now he's remembering, or he's trying to use that. But as long as you paid something, you gave something, that, oh, because we want this girl, this young lady, to be our wife in this family, take this as a token that we will take care of her, a token that we are capable of taking care of her. That makes her a wife. Any other thing is just beer parlor discussion, beer parlor analysis, which we know people like Oyinlola and aristocrats to always engage in.
I want to quickly also say something before I forget. I want you to have a conversation around the difference between being legally married and having a legal marriage. As in, because people think that when you say a marriage is legal, then they have to be married in court. So maybe after that, you can touch on that.
Yeah, that one is even very simple. You have in Nigeria, as per our law, there are only 3 types of marriage. Only 3 types. You have the Islamic marriage, you have the customary marriage, and you have the marriage at the registry or marriage at the licensed place of worship. At the registry and licensed place of worship, they are the same thing. It means if you go to your church to marry and your church has a license to conduct such a wedding, marriage, you don't need to go to the registry again. You are considered, that's a statutory marriage. You're married under the registry. So those are the 3 types of marriage that are valid in Nigeria. And it means if you happen to have any of these 3, you are legally married. Customary marriage, it is legal. Islamic marriage, it is legal. Marriage under the registry or in a licensed place of worship, it is legal. So to answer that question straight, the difference between having a legal marriage and you're being married legally there's really no difference. So when people say, we are going to the court to get married, court married, there's nothing like court married, by the way. It's just
civil.
A wrong usage of the phrase. You're married at the registry, not at the court.
Mm-hmm.
So even if you did customary marriage, and customary marriage depends on the custom of the people. Yoruba people, they have their own custom. Igbo people have their own custom. So for Yoruba, it's straightforward. I don't know much about Igbo customs and all that, so I don't want to go into that. It is straightforward in Yoruba custom. Once there's intent from both parties, the husband, the aspiring husband and wife, that yes, we want to get married. We want to be as husband and wife. Once there is a payment of dowry, payment doesn't necessarily mean money here. It might be a fish, it might be a goat. So once that has happened, and both the husband and wife, they want to be married, and the family, they were there or they recognize that union at that time. Of course, they can deny it later on, the same way Joseph Aloba is denying it now.
But once it can be shown.
Yeah, exactly. Because we have evidence of this man putting on Agbada and Fila. So once we have that, there's nothing else he can say. So, and it means there was a marriage. But what they keep forgetting on this discussion, because it's not just one discussion out of nothing. I think they were analyzing the publication of Joseph Aloba.
Yes.
And they keep forgetting where the conversation is, what is driving at. And that's what they are trying, the erroneous belief they were having. That, because they feel Wumi, according to them, is a concubine and things like that, she might lose out in some things. She should have tread carefully. She should not have angered them to have made this kind of publication and things like that. And you see their ignorance in broad daylight. Because one thing people are forgetting in this case, inheritance in this issue, because of course that's what Joseph Aloba is fighting for now, does not come from Omoumi being a legal wife or not. We are just stating that Omoumi is a legal wife just to educate people, not because that confers inheritance right on Liam. It has nothing. Omoumi can be anybody. As long as the law recognizes Liam as the son of Mohbad, nobody can take away his inheritance. Our law will not punish. Yes, our law will not punish a child for the circumstances beyond his control, for the way his parent got married or the way he was brought to this world. It will be discriminatory, and our law does not give room for that. Lagbaja, you said you want to play something.
Oh yes. Okay. I want you to finish this thought of yours.
Oh yeah. So once that has been established, the child is always the legal heir of the father, whether the parents were married or not. That is the position of the law. Don't argue with me. Take it up with your legislatures. So whether Omoumi was legal or customary or not customary, Liam will still be the rightful heir. Liam's inheritance cannot be removed. Not by anybody, not by Joseph Aloba. All this drama has zero effect on the rights of Liam. Zero effect. It's just drama. That's what it is. Because how am I so sure Liam is Mohbad's son? As long as the father acknowledges him at birth while he was alive, he has at no point disowned him as his son. As long as the community, their community, they know about this child. I remember they had a naming ceremony, a big party for this child. As long as that happened, as long as the father's family, that's Mohbad's family, as long as they accepted that child at birth, I remember this man also did his own naming ceremony.
He was even dancing. We
as
have
long
a record
as
dancing.
the child,
Take a
as
play.
long as the, and as long as the child bears the father's name, that is all that matters in the eyes of the law.
Bam.
Every other thing, it becomes secondary at that point.
Bam.
In fact, with or without your DNA, Liam is Mohbad's son. And as long as Liam is Mohbad's son, that confers all the rights, all the assets and liability of Mohbad is being transferred to him at that point. Every other thing has zero effect to the discussion. So what they should be looking for is how to repeal these laws, how to change the laws to make it now say, oh, the father's father must be the one conferring the rights. That the right of inheritance is not from the father to the son. It will be from the grandfather to the grandson. Maybe with that, then they can now introduce all these their narratives. So, Lagbaja, you can go on.
Before going, I think seen the video where Juicy was dancing at that naming ceremony. That's why they don't believe that there is a naming ceremony that you see participated.
Josie, you want to play it, Chubby me? Josie, for Josie Tony Victor lòun fẹ́ sọ ọmọ yẹn. Ṣé kò sí ní baby?
Question, Python. I believe at least in UK tẹ́mi ń gbé yìí tí èèyàn tí ọkùnrin àti obìnrin bá fẹ́ra wọn kọ́ ọmọ má tì sí lára wọn láàrin wọn gan tí ìkànnì wọn wá ṣe aláìsí. The inheritance here is for is passed to the spouse. Àtọmọ wà o, àtọmọ ò sí o. So that's the belief that I have here in the UK. So let's now assume wọ́n fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní Nàìjíríà. A mọ̀ pé
this, my audience are complaining. I have non-Yoruba speaking audience.
Oh, so sorry. So sorry. So, and what I was saying was that here in the UK, where I live, when a man and a woman get married and they are living together, and unfortunately they don't have children between them. Now, one of them now died. Automatically, automatically the inheritance, everything goes to the spouse. Even if they have children, is the spouse first before the children. So now,
yes, there's a caveat. There's a caveat on that.
Okay.
If there was no will, right?
Yeah. If there's no will, let's say. If there's no will, of course, yes. If there's no will, so then let's not.
Yeah, and even if there's no will, automatically, just so that we can learn from this.
Okay.
It doesn't automatically pass to the surviving partner, especially when they're not legally married. Yes, they might be living together. What happens there is what you call equitable distribution of maybe wealth, inheritance, or anything. The law is equitable everywhere. He wants to look at, if these people have been living for so time, of course, they must have had some of these things together. Okay. It's only equitable to put the surviving spouse in the prime position, except somebody can now come up with something to impeach a position or his position.
Okay. So what if they are legally married, but there was no there are no children?
Yes, that one is simple. It goes to the surviving spouse.
Okay. So that is where I am coming from. So let's now say in Nigeria, just like in Nigeria, that the couples, they are legally married, but there was no child between them. Now one of the let's assume the man died. So is it the same? Is it the same thing that the inheritance goes to the partner? Is it the same? Because I know that in Nigeria,
yes, once they are married under the status, that's in registry or licensed place of worship, automatically the wife is the next in line, the husband, whichever case it is.
So even
automatically, it's only customary. And I don't know much about Islamic distribution of inheritance here, but for only customary, that's when some custom don't consider, in quotes, the wife as, they consider the wife as, like a property, which is repugnant, really. But then, if they were married under the act, the inheritance automatically goes to the surviving spouse.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just go for a short musical break. Hold on, please.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Sorry.
Here's your nigiri.
Papada, it's kind of low.
Did you say it's kind of low?
Guys, please, let's continue to power tap.
Hold on, please. I'm trying to get a Bluetooth here.
Bluetooth mode.
Okay.
Good morning.
Orí mi ò tí ì gbóná látàárọ̀.
Sweet love, like a Fanta. Mother crazy, I'm crazy. Look at it, I give love, like it's Santa. Sweet, sweet love, like a Fanta. You can call me, Mother crazy. I'm crazy. Look at it, oh my baby, give me love. Simply my dirty candy. Baby, give me love. Oh, give me love. Simply my dirty candy. Oh, give me love. What's your money to land? I did you look up and let me like it, Sarah. Ring never did my hand, but I don't know my lover. Would have said it to the Oruka oti dọwọ́ mi o, mo máa ti mọ olólùfẹ́ mi ṣá, mo máa sẹ́ni tó lè yàwó. Títí láì, it's a Wednesday, I feel like wasting money o.
Yebo, please mo fẹ́ change phone mi.
Ohun mi kì í tàn sílẹ̀.
Please killing onions.
Friday night, I feel like flying away. Saturday, Sunday, now today, sucky Bobby.
Come on.
I don't want to finish playing the song. Yeah. Okay, so I think that supports all what Pythagoras was saying. He was talking about the engagement day and also before he collected the ring. So
Any kind of Saturday, come more fun to me move right.
Sorry, that British. What kind of question is that?
Sorry.
Exactly.
I forgot that you understand Yoruba. Oh God! But actually, let me clap for more. I mean, as I was hearing the song, I was imagining the type of lover man he was, and it's sad everything that these people are doing to Omomi. For real, it's sad. She didn't have to pass through this, knowing that you share a beautiful love with someone and this happens. Let's be talk. Uncle fún wa jẹ́ díẹ̀ ńbẹ̀ ni.
Ọlọ́run sísìn kan tó máa ń dùn mí gbá mi ti bá ro ẹ̀rí tí mo sọ pé orí mi ò gbóná látàárọ̀. Orí mi calm. Ó relax me because
Nígbà tá a wo platform àwọn wèrè lọ́kàkiri àwọn ọdún ayé lọ.
Oh no.
Because téèyàn bá ti wọnú ayé lọ, èèyàn ti gbọ́ nǹkan kan tó máa bínú àbí á ti rí nǹkan kan tó máa wà
Sẹ́ni
ọ̀pọ̀tì.
tẹ́ bá jẹ́ lover girl or lover boy. Bírò èmi sì lover girl ni mí.
Kò ṣe
Tẹ́
é.
bá gbọ́ àwọn orin yìí. Torí ẹ̀ ló ṣe máa ń dùn mí pé in fact kánà àwọn pípù yìí mọ nǹkan tó ń jẹ́ love ni. Wọ́n á mọ̀ pé ẹlẹ́ ohun mo ní Liam Mohbad àti Ọmọ́wùnmí they love
They
each
were
other.
made for each other.
100. But they but I understand the like Depo love bó ṣe wà yẹn. So it's okay for them to act the way they are. Even their father, they are supporting Josie. Kí ló ń pè ní love nínú ayé Josie? Kí ló kan Josie lẹ́yìn kó ti dó wọn kó ti fún wọn lóyún?
Josie tó ní ọmọ òun ò lè máa gbóbìnrin. Ṣé bára nǹkan tó ṣe pé lọ́dẹ̀ nìyẹn? Ìpè kò lè máa gbóbìnrin.
Ṣó yẹ kó máa kó gbogbo ẹyìn sínú báskẹ̀tì kan. Ó yẹ kó pín wọn kiri ní olóògùn ṣán. Gbogbo ètò pín kiri tó gbé kalẹ̀ ń sìn yín nǹkan. Ẹ̀gbọ́n àbábúrò ìyá mi sí. Ẹ bá jọ fẹ́ra yín pé ìgbẹ̀yìn papọ̀ ni.
So, Pythagoras,
Where's Mimi?
She dropped again and she said she wanted to ask a question. I picked her up. Maybe her network dropped her. Mimi. She's not even here.
Mimi love.
Kò sáyè yẹn ń bí báyìí.
No, that's her name.
No, Mimi ló wà ní orúkọ ẹ̀ kò sí love fún bẹ́ẹ̀.
No, there's love there.
Mimi ló wà bẹ́ẹ̀ o.
Mr. Python, we know. Olójoro ni yín.
Kò sáyè yẹn ń bí o.
Mr. Peter, I have a question.
Yes, Lagwaja.
Okay. One of those conditions that I know that validates customary marriage is witnesses to the event. Islamic one, it requires just 2 male witnesses. Can't stand anywhere that I was present when so in Sharia, just 2 male witnesses are enough. In customary marriage, how many?
It doesn't matter, even if it is one. As long as they are there, they can speak to what happened there. There's no number, there's no minimum or maximum number. And that's why even the family members, once they are there, they cannot lie on that oath because somebody can come and impeach their own testimony and put them right there. And if it's proven they are lying, then they are in trouble.
Okay, let me just say this. If there's a video that on that same day, Josie was praying for the couple.
The issue is that they are even I've not heard the British use the word lately. They're even masturbating on the wrong on the wrong thing.
Since you started Demi Debes, I don't talk about that thing.
They're even masturbating on the wrong.
How's your temperature?
Normal. I have to leave me over here. Don't worry.
It's okay.
So they're even wasting their time on the wrong one. It matters not whether they're legally married or not. We're only telling you that even though you are still wrong because they are. But that is not even, that doesn't change anything in what's on ground. It doesn't bring anything to your favor, or it doesn't matter as long as the child is Mohbad's. Whether the mother is legally married, traditionally married, customary married, or anything, it's not going to matter at that point anymore. So why are they wasting time on that? It's because they just want people to knock on something that is not the substance. The substance of this case here, their case of inheritance which they've brought on now, is that who has the right of inheritance of a deceased father? Is it the grandfather? Is it the wife? Is it the child, the only surviving child of that deceased father? Under customary right or law, especially when there is no will, that is when the person died intestate. That is the substance of this case. That is what we should be looking at, not whether the mother was married rightly or wrongly. It has no bearing on the case.
And another thing that was mentioned in that video was court, like
that's where you will see how shallow, how ignorant, how stupid some of these people are. They don't even if people are trying to deprive them of their own rights, they would not.
They won't know the difference.
Because who can challenge you for using a name? It's a name.
Even children take their parents to court. Parents take children to court. And it still doesn't mean that drop the name. So that's why it hurts me really that we continue to, these people continue to propagate this type of ignorance on the internet. And when you are then trying to educate them, or you are trying to put things in proper perspective, they'll just come and foolishly type, "You are lying, you are a liar," and they would not even say, "This is how you have lied," or "This is the lie." So
you rántí kan tí idiot African stupid type ó lóun ti kí ló lóun tiẹ̀ ti ṣe nínú J4 mo ló dá kí ní achievement ẹ̀ nínú J4 he was saying something like maybe he has achieved or what he has done in J4 kí ló ti achieve? Nothing. You have not achieved anything, but yet you are talking about you achieving something.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, none of them has achieved shit.
Yes, sir. Yomi, Alpha. A mention because any wrongly. Is there any marriage that is wrongly after, even though you don't have child for each other and you are living together for like a couple of years, even though you live together for like 2 years, is that wrongly without even marrying each other?
It's not wrongly, and that's not the context I meant. Mm-hmm. I'm saying, even if you're claiming anything, because I was driving to a point. Now, whatever it is you're claiming, whether the marriage is right or it's wrong, that it doesn't matter. But then, don't forget, we have people in common law partnership. Exactly. We have people cohabiting together. All these things are there, and they are not wrong.
Mm-hmm. Because what I believe is, even though you marry or you don't marry, so far you live together for 2 years, without even like 5-10 years, 2 years alone, you are coupled already. If anything happens, you are entitled to whatever the person has. They should understand them. But this
that's the simple explanation to it.
Yes,
but technically, it might not happen that way. I mean, when we're talking about law, rules, and all that. Yes, even though they're together for like 2 years and things like that, there's still some other factors that might play in deciding who gets what eventually. But that time they've spent together, the law will recognize it and it will count for something.
Sure, 100%. Because I don't understand whether me, I was like, last jet I'm thinking even though somebody that just got married, they married, okay, let's go and meet your family. Then we took like biscuits and sweet together. Let you see this family. Like, wow. we notice that they are together. Simple as say, láti join here, they can live together for life. But for this one, say, sanwó orí yẹn tán. In fact, ó dójú tilẹ̀ Yorùbá o. I was like, I don't understand. Ọmọ Yorùbá ni. Ṣé kì í ṣe ọmọ Yorùbá ni?
Níbo lẹ́yìn ti gbọ́? Ẹ má bínú. Mọ̀mí Yẹmí ẹ má bínú. Mọ̀mí Abistoch.
Yes, ma'am.
Ẹ ti délé ayé ṣáájú mi. But látijọ́ tẹ̀ ẹ ti délé ayé. Àwọn kí lorúkọ ìlú yìí o? Àbáwọn wọ́n wà nínú àwọn J4M ni mo mọ̀ pé wọn kì í sanwó orí ìyàwó, wọn kì í san tán nílùú wọn. But nílẹ̀ Yorùbá ibo lẹ́yìn ti gbọ́ rí pé wọ́n jẹ gbèsè owó ìyàwó.
Páàtì bẹ́ẹ̀ ni Jòsí ti wà. Páàtì bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn lẹ́yìn sọ́ọ̀sì bẹ́ẹ̀ ni Jòsí ti wà.
Jòsí ni kò ń ṣẹlẹ̀ Yorùbá. Jòsí
alábòsí ṣó sanwó orí ìyá Mohbad.
1 minute, guys. Fearless, there's somebody in the request section, Chubby B. Don't request. Is that your account?
No, it's not my account. I can't get there. There's somebody that used that account.
No, you are.
She mistakenly requesting, you know.
No, you can actually pick.
I cannot see it. Oh my word, I cannot see it. Yeah.
I still don't understand this thing. Let me check. Okay. I even wanted to say that.
Yes, I understand. Okay, I don't even know what to say about all this.
Josie don't dara.
Okay, waiting for it.
A question. What if there's another child outside?
What if they bring another child like this?
So what will happen?
Is that a question?
Yes, they'll bring the child with everything they need to bring now. They prove that the child belongs to Mohbad. Because now they have to show the birth certificate of the child. Is the child recognized by Mohbad? Is Mohbad aware of the existence of the child? That they have to show, they have to prove. And if none of these things is available, then they have to bring a definitive proof, scientific proof, that child belongs to Mohbad through DNA. And once that is done and confirmed, the more the merrier. The wealth of the father, the asset and liability of the father belongs to the children.
Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody.
Ṣé nísìnyí let's say now téèyàn kan bá gbọ́ wá pé létí bọ́ ṣé ọmọ yẹn náà máa gba gbogbo èpè tó ti ṣe ọmọ rẹ̀ sí ní fọ́ọ̀mù náà ní.
Fearless ayé.
Bí Liam ṣe bọ́ ṣe gbé Liam hánu táwọn aṣẹ́kù ọmọ aṣẹ́kù náà ẹ dúró ọ̀rọ̀ ní òun. A ti kà á mọ́rọ̀ dílé àwọn jòsó àwọn fún ọmọ yẹn náà lè pè for 2 solid years tí ò bá ti shake tọ́mọ yẹn náà bá ti ṣe tó yìí stand gidigba àwọn TikTok public àwọn accept.
Very useless man.
Okay. Shame sorry. Is it my turn now? Everybody. Good evening, good afternoon, good wherever you are, what time. This question has been pressing on my mind and it's for Mr. Pythagoras. Mo fẹ́ béèrè pé, is there a possibility pé from the DNA request can it might be too big to ask, but is it possible to request for a DNA between Joseph Aloba and Mohbad, just to determine if he's the real dad? Is it something? Yeah. Can the public? I mean, like, or even a one we herself, can she request that?
No, mom, we need our public is demand. Our public
with the way things are going now, honestly, I'm thinking we should at least try to establish the paternity of Mohbad at this point. For real. So, Mr. Pythagoras, yeah. Is it possible? Because, I mean, with the way it's just, I'm thinking it's practically impossible for a father to really see your mind. Honestly, I've never seen or heard such, ever.
Mm-hmm. Yes, if it's not a rhetorical question.
So, it's just, as a concern, yeah.
Yeah, anything is possible. You can ask anything from the courts. Eventually, they will grant what the law allows them to grant you. If you have the stand, if you have the backing of the law on it. But on this particular one they're doing, they cannot ask. If anybody wants to ask, be it the public, be it whoever, they have to go and make a fresh application, start a new application, a new motion to ask for these things. And if they have the law on their side to ask, fine. But at the end of the day, what will he establish? That'll be the next question.
We really want to know. We're just nosy people. We just want to know.
Mr. Pythagoras, not only that, since part of justice people, they are saying that they want to. I know that that's not going to happen. No. But what can live in the dream in their head, and they want to use Josie instead of, they don't want to use Mohbad. They want to use Josie to determine the paternity of Liam. Okay, if they want to do that, we the public. It was not to do Josie. Send an email to. They will tell their Ogun lawyer to write to send an email to lawyer Kabir that they should forgo everything that they requested for. They should forgo the court. They should forget about everything the court has said. All this standstill. They should forget about it. They should just bring Liam and bring Josie together. They should go to the lab and take samples and do the DNA. If the DNA determines that Mohbad is the son, that they will give Liam 20 million. So
the one that guy said, that one is a dreamer. That one's just dream.
Oh yes, I know. But we know too. If we have a lawyer too, I think we also need a public lawyer too to help us write to Josie's lawyer. Start to go on. What are the Benin? Where are down? I feel right to see the lawyer as a public.
I'm Bennett's PA. So you have to pay for consultation first. Consultation.
International World Conference.
Yes, so.
I know it's a conference.
Major, only one funny question. It might be one very stupid thing. One of the reasons the Josie sọpọ̀ fi lé àǹtí Bọ́sẹ̀ kúrò nílé ni pé Uncle Túndé ó rò pé Uncle Túndé bá àǹtí Bọ́sẹ̀ sùn. Ó wá fi ìgò lé àǹtí Bọ́sẹ̀ kúrò nílé. My question now is this. Ṣé Uncle Túndé surely ask fún paternity joyè Mohbad?
Yes, so.
Kó wá sọ wípé ẹ̀jẹ̀ tòun, DNA tòun, wọ́n máa fi test Liam. Pythagoras, over to you.
I shall wawala.
Saturday and request for mobile fraternity.
Yes, so we the public are standing for Mr. Tunde.
We the public. We the public, yes.
We have to look for
we the public and we stand in the gap for.
Track your phone there.
Morning, Mr. Tunde. Yes. Police àyíráàdù kí lórúkọ àwọn tó bá bá wọn tó ń bá àwọn Yomi track fóònù kiri ẹ̀ṣọ́ yìí wà a lè contact wọn.
Track your phone and the buffer track. But then,
I think what I fẹ́ ṣe mọ́ báyìí. The man is passed away.
So, ìyẹn túmọ̀ sí pé kò sí nǹkan tẹ́ lè ṣe mọ́ nìyẹn then.
One of my exhume, Mr. Tunde.
Better.
Stupidity jò sílẹ̀ rí yẹn. Ara àwọn narrative ẹ̀ nínú kéèsì yẹn nìyẹn.
You see.
So, I even wanted to ask Pytha about that rubbish thing that a pork boy was displaying. And that's part of the ignorance that we keep talking about that these people spew on the internet. Because how can you, just like Mr. O said earlier, how can you even say that you are exposed, you live in a civilized place like we used to say, and you come to publicly say that a minor's DNA, in fact, medical record paternity should be made a spectacle of. He even said they will televise the whole process. To start with, Lagbaja, is that how DNA is being done? Like, DNA is like cooking vegetable soup that you will now be showing people that now I'll put vegetable, now I'm putting the okoroko. Is that how they do DNA? And Pythagoras, is it acceptable to publicly come out and make such requests referring to a minor child and demanding for such spectacle to be made in public?
If I may comment on that, the British, it's not acceptable anywhere. You know, those things don't concern you. I think it's just a skit. It's just they're just talking for talking's sake. They are not concerned. Nobody. Why? As a matter of fact, sure.
Why I have a thing, because because I've been around for long and I've seen these people's pattern. You know, when they do this type of thing, it's just to subject her to further dragging and bullying online.
Yeah,
saying,
it's just to ridicule her. Just to ridicule. That's what I think.
Because they say these things knowing that they have foolish audience who would think that, it is acceptable. And they even say they want to give her 20 million. She can't accept it because she knows the child is not for Mobad. I mean, it is Kini Oyinbo Barrister Kabiri, nonsensical to common sense. Bikini.
Prosperous or something.
So it's really nonsensical to even find out that is coming out from people who claim to be educated and again who live in a place like this. Like, would you have, like, I have some profiles friends who are British as well. As in,
it's not the fact that they are abroad and the way out doesn't make them
such nonsense. In fact, people will cringe to hear such narration or suggestion coming out from anybody. Like they would cringe hearing it. And how these people confidently and comfortably put this out there is shocking. I beg, me cannot talk all the talk finish. Let me leave it to the panel. Lilibet, Benio, talk boy offer 20M now.
Josie even Emma been Mr. Mr.
It's ridiculous.
But yeah, Josie Josie came on that panel and said yes, that we fine to that is okay with that. So yeah, go for it.
Yeah, that's the way people cruise their way into trouble without knowing. They think they want to catch cruise. They just cruise their way into prison. Because whatever Pork Daddy is there saying, it contravenes our law. The Child Rights Act of 2023 alone, without going to any other law, is saying that every child has the right to dignity and privacy. If you are now saying, no, you want to televise something, you want the child to come, you bring the TV crew, they monitor, they take sample, they do all that, that is already trying to violate that child's right to dignity and privacy. And of course, it is not in the best interest of that child. And that law also guarantees that anything you want to do, as long as a child is involved, you have to think about the best interest of the child first. The same law is still saying in a matter concerning paternity, concerning any test for a minor, confidentiality must be maintained. So on those three grounds alone, Pork Daddy could have easily walked his way or cruised his way into prison if he was in Nigeria, if he's not hiding somewhere under the rock. So you see how ignorance, how parlor talks, cheap talks can put people in trouble without them knowing.
Can you be punished for Pork Daddy? Because he came up to the panel and he consented to it and he was saying yes, that he agreed and he will sign any document that they want him to sign about it.
Yes, and to some point, he still has to make some step to show that he actually, whatever crime, because it would be a crime, whatever crime he wants to commit, he has the intention. Sorry? Gabriel and Tamba
mo ti wá bí tí mute yẹn wà látẹ̀kọ́ mi rí bọ́ mi tàǹbà ẹ̀yin lẹ́mọ ẹni tó tàǹbà tẹ̀ wá kiri.
Even if the prosecution will still have to prove that he has the intent to commit this crime and the capability to commit it.
Oh, well. Anyway, Awale Barring in the UK, he even said there's money on ground and all that.
Yes, he said televise everything, and if it comes out to be Mohbad's son,
video recording
that they will give. Boya ke play ki Mr. Pythagoras.
I'm just saying he's just cruising and talking rubbish. And he has not put actions into it, because in a criminal matter, two things are very important: the intent and the acts.
Pythagoras.
Yes, ma'am.
Cruising with a minor like that, is it not against the law?
No, Mr. Pythagoras, no.
But Mama, because Pop Daddy is in UK, and that's why I don't, in fact, want to emphasize on his own.
Not bringing a minor issue on a platform, on a white person like that, and making mockery of him. Isn't that a higher crime?
Something that is in court. See what they say, and Josie knows that he is the one manipulating this thing. And yet, he has that audacity to even come on that panel and say, you know what, I agree to what you are saying, and I'm of it, and I will sign any. But and Josie saying, yes, I agree for you to take everything out of it. We should leave the court, we should leave everything. So now, to me, you know, I know my words doesn't count in court. But what me I feel Josie is trying to say, that court thing is not ready to do it. We know. But Josie is now saying it indirectly. That court thing is not for it. If he can come up and say, yes, court, if it's court, go by it. Life, what kind of a thing is that?
Try láti ṣe náà. They've just said whatever they want to say. But let them try and put action to it. That's when the law can now kick in. Yes, it's repugnant, is irritating to hear adults talk like that about a minor. But at the end of the day, there are still some elements.
Do you know what the AI brought now? My AI said you guys are discussing, debating, exhuming Mr. Tunde.
Yes, Oopsie.
Discussing exhuming Mr. Tunde.
And that's what Josie did.
Yeah, sorry, kill us, Oopsie.
Money on the outgoing case of the DNA. Can what Josie said on that platform not be termed as his contempt of court?
Kill us in clear terms.
That he will sign that he's in support of everything you have said. And he will sign.
Yes, Lilibet, I watch movies. Tell me, what's the issue? Is there a movie you are recommending for me?
Objection, How can you leave my panelists to go and be responding to Lilibet? What has been going on between you and Lilibet nowadays?
Yeah, I watched it last week. It was crazy. It was captivating and interesting.
Don't let Lilibet recommend any movie for you. There was one movie that Lilibet recommended. Hey, I can't eat when I remember that movie.
Hello, Frankenstein. It's a nice one. It's on Netflix.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, to answer Doopsy, okay, after Basso for me, but then one thing you should have at the back of your mind.
Said that he's in support of everything that you see, that the York said, and he's ready to sign anything concerning that. That will make it happen.
Yes, good. And what York said has nothing to do with whatever is going on in the court. He didn't say whatever is going on in the court is rubbish, that they don't believe in the court, that the court is biased. They didn't say all that. So he can be agreeing to one thing independently of another. So it's not contempt of court, really.
But I wish you
would not come out.
No, Young said, come bypass the court.
At least
one make some court in there. Other one court, other come bypass it. What?
We will not, but I'm not worried. The York thingy.
Oh my God.
Ó ti sọ UK náà dẹ̀ ló wà tó ti sọ so gbogbo wọn they should continue. told you it's too late?
What's too late?
It's Lilibet. Lilibet said it's too late. Okay, collect.
Kí lẹ ṣe ṣe ń wọṣọ ni that British?
Mo try láti bọ́ṣọ ni. You want to share on camera?
No, please.
Josie Okori ibi tó fẹ́ gbé ọ̀rọ̀ DNA yìí gbà.
Lilibet ní kẹtọ camera.
Lilibet, what did I do to you now? I thought we were sisters. Even if they call us lesbo, you are not my lesbo partner now. Oh,
It's so annoying.
You might feel this, I'm scared.
oúnjẹ èèyàn kan àwa gbé sí gbogbo afẹ́fẹ́ Ọlọ́run mà ní jẹ́ ká rí screenshot glitch. Fearless kí ló dé tó proper? Ẹ gbọ́ ṣe ẹ̀yin ò kí gift ní life yìí ni gift tap. Let me gist you guys so I came live. I didn't even know what I was doing. I just found somebody up. Bí Indian bí kìíní. Kí n tó mọ̀ ṣá, wọ́n bá ní mo ti ń play game. Game kẹ̀ báwo la ṣe débí? So there was somebody in the comment section. The person said, "Oh, I should be talking to them. That I will now be asking them 1 rose, 4 rose." So I had to wait for the game to finish running. Meanwhile, the one that came up was not talking. Then somebody was saying, they'll go and report you to Pythagoras that you that you are doing a channel here. I don't know how I got here, but eventually, the moment the game was over, he still didn't get off. I had to turn off the live, turn off, then turn it on again.
I saw it. I was scrolling through TikTok then. Kitty Etosun. When I saw you with the guy, okay. That
he's alive, right?
No, I actually saw you from my FYP. I saw, but immediately I saw him, I knew this one, one chance in the British work with Lele. I just kept scrolling.
Instead of him to come and rescue me.
Last week, you know, Timo open live, Timo's stream in a church program. Timo share, Timo share, Ali,
Eddie, what is that?
Where are you from? India? Only English. Money say hallelujah, hallelujah. Oh my, do not service it on.
Lots of video super Jerry.
Money, if you wait, when I finish, I will talk to you. English, no English, no English. Money, where are you from? Only Pakistani. Oh, Pakistani, no English.
I know Mama and Kiri big.
I want it. Big, no Mama and Kiri. Thank you.
That is funny though. Tí Mọ́mí Yẹmí yẹn Ọlọ́run mo dúró síbẹ̀ báyìí mo dẹ̀ rẹ́rìn. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni Mọ́mí Yẹmí ṣe hallelujah the Lord kìnnìkan ẹni yẹn dẹ̀ wò báyìí mo ń kàṣọ ni mo ṣe. Oh my goodness.
Guys, it was nice having everyone here. And I'm sure Temi would open soon because anything Palamoni.
Ibo lẹ́ ń lọ tọkọ yín wà lórí ìjókòó ń bo lẹ́ ń lọ.
Kílẹ̀ ọkọ̀ntà tẹ́lẹ̀ tẹ́sẹ̀ ń palẹ̀ mọ́ báyìí.
Exactly what did you call
Google me to send message pé ó yá bedtime. Okay, kò yẹ kí n cast ẹ̀ bọ̀.
Google yìí náà ló wà lórí.
He will not say it publicly now.
Yes.
Àwọn ọlọ́wà ń bẹ̀ yẹn o.
He will not say it.
Wọ́n ní pé kílẹ̀ ń tà tẹ̀ ń palẹ̀ mọ́.
No.
Shelby ni sẹ́.
Shelby.
Wọ́n ní kílẹ̀ ń tà tẹ̀ ń palẹ̀ mọ́.
Àpamọ́ náà ni jàre.
Ẹ ń para mọ́. Ṣé ti lọ switch sí nightwear yìí ni?
You don't want to see it.
Chubby me.
I just came with a message, no notification. Sorry, we've been here since.
Sorry.
Candy kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ ta lọ́kọ àtọkọ ẹnìkan lọ́ọ́ bá fi kọ̀ọ̀kan mọ́ wa.
Ṣọ́kọlọ́kọlọ́kọ ni.
Èmi ò mọ nǹkan tí.
Kí ló wá kọ Yẹmí sí túbí yá kẹ́ bá wọn pronounce ẹ̀.
Mo fẹ́ bí náà nípa ìta pé ṣe rí nǹkan tọkọ ẹ bá wa kà nǹkan tọkọ mi rò pọ́.
Ẹ̀yin ló máa bá wa kà á.
Oh, Candy, maybe you come up and tell us what you've got there.
Mr. Lágbájá kí lẹ sọ? Kí ni Candy sọ? Ẹ jẹ́ wa, kí ló sọ òun dà? Kílẹ̀ sí mi wá rí kọ́mẹ̀ntì Candy, mi rí kọ́mẹ̀ntì.
Ó dà ọkọ. But
ọkọ ló sọ. Candy lóhùn. Candy èwo ló sọ bẹ́ẹ̀?
Ọkọ lèmi kà sí o.
Ibo lẹ́yìn tí ara ọmọ nídìí nǹkan tó sọ. Ṣọ́yọ̀ǹdì.
Wọn kò sí oore ọ̀fẹ́ àti yọ̀ǹdì.
Oore ọ̀fẹ́ wà ẹ máa wá ní.
Kò sáyà àti yọ̀ǹdì lórí TikTok. I trust you, Jare Candy.
Ó dá kí ló wá sọ? Táìpù kan tó sọ kí bẹ́ẹ̀ kà.
Ó jẹ́ fi English type ẹ̀. Did you say penis or did you say hobby? But I trust you, Sha. I trust you.
The first one, the mima kọ́kọ́ mú mi mú second.
Fearless, it is spoil. Whatever spoil is here, me not joy.
Oh my goodness. On all. Oh, okay. Getting notification, yeah. So ele ma get notification. You must say kilo day. But she kill one no car. You must this. Tell the truth.
Yeah, follow the host. Tap.
Follow the host and share the live.
Share the live. 10 people to share to 10 people.
10 people to share to 10 people. Follow my gifters. Look at them. Follow them.
Well, so this is in as much in fact, no soon waiting for you at the.
I don't understand though.
Lágbájá kò yín jẹ ní tí ó bí bẹ̀rẹ̀ náà ẹ farabalẹ̀ náà.
Lágbájá ṣọ́ọ̀bù ni máa fà yín o.
Chubby mi ẹ dẹ̀ra lẹ̀ fún Lágbájá náà kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ gan.
Ẹni kì í dẹ̀ra lẹ̀. Mr. Ẹ wo Lágbájá. Ẹ bá ti lè ṣe nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ sọ yìí. Anything for me. gbọ́ wọ́n ti jẹ́ kí n gbàgbé nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ sọ. Nígbà tí a fi wà lórí bíbá tí mo sọ pé orí mi gbọ́dọ̀ mo ti sùn mo take nap mo jí ara mi sì balẹ̀. Nísìnyí tẹ bá pa láfìrí sí àwọn wèrè yẹn lè yẹn wà bá gbọ́ kiri sí.
I think Timmy said she's coming up soon.
Oh, okay.
Sherry, say me o mo bi temi ti ń rí gbogbo àyẹ̀wò tún ní Saheed Rasak.
Wọ́n like you.
Okay, ó dàbí àwọn tiwa làwọn ilé. Okay. Because àwọn kan yẹn tí máa ti ń rí àwọn kan báyìí. Oh, sorry. Àwọn tiwa làwọn ilé mo rò pé bóyá. Bí àwọn pàtí bí kìíní yẹn rí because. But I just saw the name properly.
But Mr. Pythagoras, truth be told, kìíní yìí ó ti not only pé ọ̀pẹ bóyá ọ̀dọ̀ wa ò ní ọ̀dọ̀ àwọn jòsí ó ti ń sún wọn.
Kìíní? Oh, it depends on where you waka enter.
No, ṣẹ́rí kan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ lọ́dọ̀ jòsí ni pé tẹ bá wo jẹun pé àwọn main host wọn kọ̀ọ̀kan wà. Àwọn kan tó tún ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní host lọ́ndà wọn náà wọ́n tún wà. Àwọn kan tún wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní host lọ́ndà àwọn tó tún bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní host yẹn. Ṣẹlẹ̀ àwọn kan wà tó yẹ pé wọ́n ti wá long open. But tẹ bá rìn sí àsìkò ọ̀dọ̀ àwọn yẹn, ẹ máa rí pé wọn ò fẹ́ therefore ẹ mò ń ṣe ti gbọ́. There was one place pé mo mọ ẹni mi ìdẹ̀fẹ̀ dárúkọ so that wọn ò ní lọ mọ ẹni ẹlẹ́ni sẹ́nu. She was like, you know what, therefore ẹ mò yìí tóun ti ṣe yìí ó ti jẹ́ kóun ní ọ̀tá gidi gan ni pé òun kọ̀ jókòó ni òun kọ̀ wá òun pé kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ gangan kí ló dé ó open life mi pẹ̀lú àwọn títí wọn náà tó wá ń bẹ̀ ọ́. Lóun kọ̀ ro gbogbo ẹ̀ ní kí ló dé tóun ṣe wá ní pé
lórí bí ọ̀rọ̀ ọlọ́rọ̀.
Káàkiri everything kó nǹkan tẹ̀ wá ro gbogbo ẹ̀ sí pé ẹ wá wo bí tí gbogbo ẹ̀ wá ń lọ gangan sí. Bàbá yìí gangan kò jẹ́ káwọn rójú tu ọ̀rọ̀ kò jẹ́ káwọn mọ ibi táwọn ń lọ. Èní eléyà adé apárọ́ fáwọn ìyẹn adé apárọ́ fáwọn ló bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí sọ pé ìwọ náà pé láti ìjọ yẹn lọ ọ̀rọ̀ tóun ò bá ti rí tóun ò bá ti rí pé this one tó tọ́ ni pé kò dàbí gbogbo táwọn tí ń believe gbogbo játijàti tó ń gbé fáwọn tẹ́lẹ̀ o pé because they are tired of their lives.
Tell me, sorry ma. Mọ̀kọ́ tó yẹn sún wọn is because they are not getting that energy back. Bóyá kọ̀ọ̀kan táwọn èèyàn bá kọ̀ tún fún energy yẹn, the more people keeps ignoring them, the more they'll get tired of these things because at the end of the day, what these people want, they want attention, they want us to return the energy back to them. So once we try to ignore them, entirely, all of them will get tired sooner or later. We no do this. At the end of the day, my face in front of one. Attention a long time láti wá lọ́wọ́ wa, àwa là ń jẹ́ kó wà relevant. Once anyone who will like party to wà relevant mọ́. Bàbá ti lè pàkọ́ ti pé léyìí àgbo léyìí mọ́ àṣẹ́ni ti mọ́. Kọ́ máa dàbẹ́ pé wọ́n sì láyé wọn ni.
Ó ń du papa shit gidi gan ni o. You know when you pariwo to join pé Wunmi is still there. They are still interrogating her.
Wọ́n retí kàbó òun fà á, ká wá sọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀ ká wá jí. Ayé kò rí bẹ́ẹ̀.
Nǹkan tó retí ni ìwà kan máa ń pè wá kékun mi sẹ́ẹ̀. Ó ti bá ẹ má bínú
sísá
ó búdà àdá British kan ẹ̀yin kọ́ oh my goodness ó ti bú condemn iron condemn ó bú lánàá ó bú Suzy kan tẹ̀lé lánàá mo lẹ́yìn ìgbà tẹ́ bàrẹ́ ni bá jàmọ́ ẹ máa dojú ìjà kóra yín gbẹ̀yìn ni nǹkan tó máa ṣe yín gbẹ̀yìn nìyẹn ó wà bẹ́ẹ̀ lánàá tó ń bú wọn bẹ̀ mo ní sí look at your life. Ó wá
ìjà ló ń gbẹ̀yìn àlè.
Ó bá ní ẹ jẹ́ kí n wò ó dà pé mo skin much kì í in fact ẹ jẹ́ sáré sí wọn. He said ní ìjẹta àbí ìjọ tí gbogbo wọn
Who is this mommy T? I don't know her. Maybe she
wants. Wá sókè. Oh, you are so.
Is she aware she's up? Mommy T, do you want to say something?
Maybe they want to tell us about health or something.
Your health matters.
Yeah, yes matters to me too.
What is that? What is that, Fearless? Pythagoras, you know, this thing you said about energy and all, initially when this song, ignoring yes, ignore the song. I want me for now, don't you want me for?
Exactly, and don't get me for. It's not just our own.
Mommy T, they can drop our Mommy T, be take back, okay, let my babble.
Bàbá dẹ̀ lọ bára yín lórí nǹkan tí ò yẹ kẹ́ bára yín.
Àwọn ìgbà tó bá jẹ́ lórí yẹn ni wọ́n ní fẹ́ bọ́lẹ̀ ó torí wọ́n rí pé orí yẹn kọ́ láwọn wà lọ sí fẹ́ sáré bọ́lẹ̀ náà. Tó lórí ti bí yẹn àwọn ní bọ́lẹ̀ láyé. Wọ́n ní kẹfà wọn lè fi táwọn wà.
So Pythagoras, you know, initially when I first, you know, started coming on Timmy's platform, you know, the posh in me was poshing, and you know, I would say, oh, don't exchange energy, you know, because all of that time, all that was kind of too much for me. So I was always preaching energy exchange. Like, you know, when you don't exchange energy with people, eventually they will fizzle out. You know, it's your energy retaliation that is feeding the energy. Where power to be your energy to most like
I understand the energy.
I'm sure then there will be one man with me
energy. Àti jìnnà sí energy ńgbà tẹ́ ẹ̀ sọ yẹn. Àti jìnnà. Tẹ́rí gbà yẹn. Ìmọ̀ràn ti gbà tí tẹ́mi náà máa wá sórí TikTok. Ìgbà yẹn báyìí tó bá ń ṣe pé. Ẹ bèrè láwọn àwọn woman's feelings. Mo máa sọ ni ẹ má ṣe. Tá a bá lọ sí ọ̀dọ̀ àwọn papiano. Tó bá ń ṣe pé tó ń tàgé orúkọ mi tó ń ṣe pé ẹ máa sọ fún àwọn woman's feelings. Ẹ má ṣe pé fún wọn. Ẹ fi wọn lẹ̀. Jerry.
Táwọn èèyàn wọnú inbox ara wọn lẹ ṣépè fúnra wọn ebi gan mọ tìgbà tí kan wọnú inbox mi tó bá wọn mi lépè.
Oh, let me make you guys laugh. There's a guy. I think his name is Jebu. I can't remember what the profile name. Me, Rotibo. So I heard him on Papa Sheet's platform that year. He said,
Let
me talk. Okay. I think that was early last year or late 2023. He said, no, he's no longer doing this justice for Mohbad. Wọ́n lè máa ṣépè fún òun káàkiri kí bàbá Mohbad wà ní ẹ̀kọ́ máa jẹ tọ́kì. Ó ní tóun wọ tennis platform yẹn bá ó ní tí president yẹn wọ. Ó ní òun fìlẹ̀ lẹ́yìn orí òun.
Àwọn ọlọ́kọ́ mi lépè.
Ó ní báwo ṣe bọ́lẹ̀ báyìí. Ó ní èpè yẹn báyìí. Ó lóun fìlẹ̀ lẹ́yìn orí òun. I couldn't help but laugh where I was. No, but then ayé ìgbà tó máa ń láwọn neutral yẹn ni. So that person was not actually he was neutral, but ó sì máa ń support ìgòsí díẹ̀díẹ̀. So ìgbà yẹn wọ́n wá ń sọ̀rọ̀.
Ṣé tẹ́mtì ẹ bá a ní ìkòbọ̀ ní ìrọ̀ bóyá nìyí jẹ́.
So he was in fact when all of them were still solidly behind Josie, since then he said no, òun ò ṣe o. Wọ́n lè bá wọn ṣe nǹkan tó máa gbóhùn ṣe pé every time.
Ìyẹn máa ń pọ̀ gbà yẹn àwọn èèyàn wa gbà wọn tá a dẹ̀ máa ní lórí platform gbà yẹn bí tẹ bá rí kíní kan join Boy, enjoy la ma porúkọ la ma wọ́n lé pé.
Mr. Pastor, mo bí tí mo kíní yẹn ni. Sherry, ìgbà yẹn náà mi tí máa ṣe pé báyìí mi ò tiẹ̀ mọ̀ pé ṣẹ́ra. Ìgbà yẹn ẹbẹ̀ woman feeling yìí kọ́ màmá ní ẹjẹ́ a máa lọ.
Ìlú máa ṣe pé ìgbà yẹn kí lórúkọ lady ìgbà náà Mystique. Tó bá ń wọlé Mystique ti porúkọ wọn, ẹ̀wọ́n kíníkan àwọn èèyàn tí wọ́n lé pé straight.
Because ẹ mọ̀ pé ìkọ̀tọ̀ máa ṣe fún wa ń gbà yẹn Mr. Paita. And mo yìí sọ kíní yẹn fún dàbí tíṣe lẹ́nu. Tẹ́ bá kọ̀ rọra kọjá lásán pé ẹ kọjá ń bẹ̀ ẹ̀ mọ́mọ́. Tó bá hàn yín báyìí. Wọ́n á wá fi nǹkan tó ń ṣe, wọ́n á fi ilẹ̀ àgàgàgbà yẹn ọmọ success Àdùkẹ́ ọmọ ní perfume tó fà fọ́jú yìí tóun sent by Tomi.
Tómi tún ló ní perfume tó fà fọ́jú báyìí torí ọlọ́wọ́.
Sent by Tomi lọ́la gbogbo wọn yẹn.
Téèyàn lọ sí wà báyìí.
Tẹ́ bá kọjá bẹ̀ tó bá hàn yín mú báyìí. Wọ́n á wá béèrè èpè yẹn ní kíkan ẹ má rò bóyá ẹ ti ṣẹ̀wọ̀n tì tẹ́lẹ̀ ni. Àwọn kinní burúkú yìí lọ́dàálẹ̀ even picture àti kinní ọmọ success gan yìí sọ ọ̀dọ̀ wọn ló ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ àwọn lọ́kọ́kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní gbé picture àwọn èèyàn ọmọ success àwọn lọ́kọ́kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní gbé picture tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní gbé family picture àwọn èèyàn kó tó di pé àwa náà wá ń ṣe golden seal God bless you gbogbo wọn yẹn èpè nira bídún.
Golden seal ọ̀hún ti wá repent báyìí.
Emoja to repent me. I think it was after me and her we had a counter. Then after that, ló wá wò pé gbogbo ìpè táwọn gan forí àwọn ọgbà yìí gan. Alọ́ba gan ò forí ẹ̀gbẹ́ pè náà. Why tó ṣe wá jẹ́ pàwọn.
Bá ti dá lẹ́gbà yẹn, ẹnì tí lọ́dọ̀ ọmọ àlè paparazzi tó bá ti fẹ́ sùn. Àwa dá wà lálẹ́ àwọn ìyá bẹ́ẹ̀ fi ṣe àwọn
bóyá àwọn yẹn ló fi masturbate kò lè sùn.
Okay, ẹ wo kíní. This was my show date join but ṣe rí pé lórí bíbáyìí ṣe mọ̀ pé yesterday lẹ́rìn bíbáyìí yesterday at 12 p.m. right lẹ́rìn bẹ̀yẹn ṣe rí okay ṣe ti rí yesterday at 12 p.m. lẹ́rìn bẹ̀yẹn right nǹkan tí contact nǹkan tí kìíní yẹn sọ ni ó ní pé this is for you àbí kí ló sọ.
nails ìjọba mi ló ń ṣàánú ẹ̀.
Ó ní pàtó ṣé jọ́sìn mo ní pé kẹ́ wo Mr. Pythagoras àbí kẹ́ wo.
Pytha, I don't like that.
Ṣẹ̀rí ó ní pé Papiano I have.
Ìyá ẹja rí nails mi rí tẹ́lẹ̀.
Ẹni sùúrù Papiano ló wá sọ pé òun dá lóhùn bíbẹ̀ òun sọ pé what's that? Ó wá sọ fún pé I have some coming for you. Don't be surprised cause you asked for it, right? Ẹ wo déètì ìjọ ti Papiano show kìíní yẹn ó ṣù ẹ ní Tuesday 11th, right? 11th 2025 ní time wa bí báyìí. Ẹ mọ̀ pé Papiano dẹ̀ ń bá àwọn èèyàn ẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀. Papiano dẹ̀ ń sọ pé ara àwọn threat tóun ti get tipẹ́tipẹ́ ni threat yìí. Pé kò ṣe kán ṣèṣe sẹ́ǹdẹ̀ sóhun. Èèyàn kan tún wá ń sọ fún pé oh, it was yesterday, that means on the 10th, right? Ni wọ́n send sí Papiano nínú ó ní ó ti pẹ́ tó ti send the threat yẹn sóhun. Ó náà dẹ̀ yìí send more threat sóhun. Ṣé mo pé ẹni yẹn gbogbo wọn dẹ̀ go along lọ́rọ̀ yẹn and nobody tún lè question ọmọkùnrin pé but ó náà ti send the threat yìí sí ẹ ti pẹ́. How come tó ṣe sọ pé yesterday tó bá yẹ kó ti pẹ́ á sọ déètì ìjọ yẹn. Month ìjọ yẹn ló máa sọ the date the month and the time ló máa sọ ó ṣe kó máa sọ fún ẹ pé yesterday again ẹ mọ̀ pé àwọn èèyàn dẹ̀ go along pẹ̀lú Papiano pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ wọ́n wá ń bá ṣe Papiano we know this threat is so much we know they are threatening you we know if anybody is threatening you let us know you know gbogbo wọn wá ṣe bí ẹni pé wọ́n ṣe solidarity fún ìjọ yẹn mà ní tẹ́bá ìbáwọn kan ṣe gúkè lójú
ẹjọ́ mo fẹ́ ṣe matchmaking.
Tí fún ta ni? Ta lè fẹ́ ṣe matchmaking fún?
Mo fẹ́ change platform mi to matchmaking.
Ẹ̀yin àti ta lè fẹ́ máa matchmake?
A responsible man, a responsible woman.
Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ pé English tẹ́ máa fi dórí wọn rú wọn ò ní dúró. Ọlọ́jẹ̀ tí wàá lọ láwọn bí irú tàwọn lẹ́gẹ́.
No, the type of matchmaking I'll be doing. Oh, there's a guy who does interracial matchmaking here. You know, I enjoy to just stay on his platform and hear him school a lot of people. If I would ever do matchmaking, I mean, it would be something similar to that. And even as he's schooling them, people are still typing rubbish. You know, he will say, you don't just type 25, I need a man. That 25 is not enough reason for you to get a man. Me 25 doesn't qualify you for a man. What are your attributes? What are the special things that you should type? Hardworking, 25, beautiful, needy.
5 years old, and hardworking and looking for needy.
I used to see the guy. Then when I want to laugh, this guy, Ola. I continue and discuss truth cuts before it kills. Join the debate. Or maybe because that's the tagline I have on my distance. Online, no, man funny in though. I used to laugh when I just watch it. But what's it making it well? Select 2 objects that are same.
Kí ló sọ?
Wọ́n ti ń fún mi ní.
Wọ́n ti sọ pé ilé tó ń lọ nìyẹn.
2 objects that are same.
No, 2 objects that are same.
So, benevolence. The public on this side wants to hire you. Are you ready? Are you ready to offer your service to them?
Sure.
I went to my local lawyer Maxwell.
No,
and I told them that you are more than capable.
Lawyer Ogun ni o, kò ṣe Maxwell.
Public versus public now.
Pythagoras, they said you have more experience.
No, that's not my area of specialty.
A responsible man for a responsible woman.
Matchmaking.
I know you can matchmake me by now. Who?
Amy.
Emike.
No, that one to pick you. If you are taking.
That one go papa. That one go papa. O kọjá iye ṣá.
Mr. Dawa tojú wọn kí n baby kan.
Tí ló kọjá gbà tí ayé bá ti fẹ́ súnyàn ṣá, tí ẹ̀ wá kan tó máa ti pa wọn.
Kí ló dé?
Ṣé kó mo bá tètè rẹ ni ẹ lọ́wọ́? Kí ẹ máa lọ.
I won't take that, Pythagoras. That's not nice.
No, now, nígbà tí kẹ́tẹ́kẹ́tẹ́ bá lóun fẹ́ tó tírélà ni.
Mr. Douglas, are you capable?
That are not capable. You know what?
Mr. Peter tó kọ́ fún yín sí ẹ̀fẹ̀ gbọ́, àbí? Mo fẹ́ Mr. Piper love you, Mr. Douglas.
Assisted suicide ń dá wà wá. Owó ẹ̀ tó máa rọ̀ mú lọ́wọ́ ni.
Oh, Lordy. Yeah.
That's not nice.
Tani, ọlọ́yọ̀ ìtẹ́ pé wọ́n ti kọ́ àyọ̀fẹ́ lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ tó ní pé.
Tiẹ̀ wá tó ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ láìfù tó jẹ́ pé kò tí sí bùkátà lọ́rùn wọn kò tí sí ẹni tí jọ bíbí lẹ́wà lọ.
Mr. Dawa ẹ jẹ́ adé sì fọ́sẹ̀ kan káwọn bó ṣe máa lọ.
Nǹkan tó wọn máa ń jẹ òkè ń pọ̀ mọ́ náà.
Lágbájá.
Tó máa ń tóbi jù fọ́kùnrin. Kò sóbìnrin tó máa ń tóbi jù fọ́kùnrin.
Exactly.
Àbí ọ̀dọ̀ ní kọ́sì ẹja try 1 week. Báwo bí tá a máa ti bára wa.
ẹ ṣàtìrí ibi tá a bá dé.
Lágbájá ti lọ, wọ́n ti rà lọ sùn jẹ́jẹ́.
Onígbà tó ń kọ́kọ́ wọ̀lú yìí ó bìnrin pé ẹnjìníà lòun náà láti Nàìjíríà kíní kan tí ìwẹ̀ òun bá dé.
Yes, Bernard.
Lòun bá wọ̀lú lòun bá ṣàfihàn ìmọ̀ tó lòun ti pàdé ọmọbìnrin náà àti àwọn high skill British born tó jẹ́ black ní báyìí ni o àwọn jọ sọ̀rọ̀ kíní kan the following day wọ́n ní káwọn meet lòun bá fún okay we have a date òun bá send pé káwọn lòun bá send ibi táwọn máa ti pàdé lòun bá send McDonald's lòun bá send McDonald's sí tàbádáwọ̀ wọ́n kọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ sí McDonald's báyìí láwọn tí all the time ni wọ́n ní òun bá send onílẹ̀ ẹni what McDonald's òun ò pé ṣèbí rẹ́sọ́rántì ni.
Ọ̀kẹ́ ẹ gbọ́.
Ó ní wíkẹ́ yẹn ó ní ó delete number òun straight away ni.
But really, you don't even have to be high class or anything. There's nothing high class. Why are you giving someone dates at McDonald's? Like,
Yẹ tó ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wọlé McDonald's náà kọ́ ní first contact àwọn immigrant ni kẹfẹ́ kó gbé lọ sí Oxford níbo ní kò tí Oxford kó gbé lọ sí Oxford.
I know Olúwa bí mo pé crime ni.
Kó gbé lọ sí Oxford street. So funny tó bá ń sábà àní McDonald's ẹni tó bá kọ́ ọmọ lọ síbẹ̀ báyìí ó máa ń rántí ní ṣá.
No, McDonald's kí ló ń ṣe ń bẹ̀. All right, guys. Ẹja kọ̀lẹ̀ èdè. Pytha. Let's go to the other room.
Yes, Abibati.
Níbo?
Yeah.
Ẹ fà sílẹ̀ ìjọba lọ sí ọ̀dà rùn.
Tọ́tẹ́ mi ò gbọ́dọ̀ jowú o.
Ẹ jẹ́ kí gbogbo wa jọ lọ sí ọ̀dà rùn.
Kí ló dé?
You're three the crowd.
No. It's not a crowd.
Ẹ̀mí mi ò gbé Josephine lè máa ṣe ogbó yẹn.
Hey.
Okay, Daro. I'll be still take care.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Python.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you to the gifters. Thank you to everyone who stayed.
You came late, oh.
Hosting us.
Omobola, how are you?
Nibo. Mr. Python,
I'm greeting your guests for you. Are you now okay with that?
I don't like the tone you're using. It's too. Is the voice you reserved for me now?
It's suggestive, right? Okay.
Èwo ni ẹ máa sọ̀rọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ gan-an àwọn èèyàn á ti máa di garamu á ti máa patan pọ̀ dé mọ́ra wọn bẹ̀.
Ó dà pé Mr. Python lọ lé pressure ti wà pẹ̀lú òun ọ̀. Pressure ti wà ní tóun bá gbóhùn Mr. Python báyìí ó láwọn ìdí àwọn adẹ̀ ti domi. Ó máa sá lọ ní tí Mr. Python bá dé. Ó máa ká pressure borí pánẹ́ẹ̀lì báyìí. Pressure ni.
Irọ́ ni o. Kò sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ o.
Ní ẹgbọ́n ṣẹ́rọ̀ ni mo pa Gàgá Tracy wọ́n wọlé sí Gàgá Tracy báyìí kọ́. Nígbà yẹn báyìí àwọn èèyàn báyìí wọ́n máa ń fohùn Mr. Python ṣe oríṣiríṣi. Ọlọ́run ni ò tí ì pa Mr. Python fún wa bó ṣe wà yẹn. Kò sára tó kì í fohùn Mr. Python ṣe.
Ìyẹn bú tèmi náà.
Wọ́n lọ máa ń bọ́ sókò tó ń di àwọn ni.
Ayé mi tèmi bá mi.
Mr. Python ló sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ o.
Ẹ wo tó bá rí bákan náà.
Ẹni tẹ́nìsì náà fẹ́ kú.
Olóríṣi máa ń bọ́ sókò tó ń di àwọn ni.
Mr. Python ní táwọn bá máa fi jí láàárọ̀ báyìí arákùnrin máa ru àwọn ni. Àwọn máa jí mẹ́tàrà ru àwọn.
Wọ́n máa lè ràkúdà ayà yẹn.
Pàtàkì wá ní ìtumọ̀ tó bá rí bákan náà.
Kí ni Adùn Bẹ́sìn sọ? That's actually true. Like, are you talking from experience or I don't understand what's actually true?
Mr. Paita, ẹ mọ̀ pé ọ̀dọ̀ títí wa làwa sọ torí pé ẹ wà lọ́dọ̀ wa. Àìmọye àwọn tó wà lọ́dọ̀ ti gbè sí mi.
What are you feeling like?
Nothing. Just like an ordinary person. I may come on person, but my happiness.
Èmi ò like gbogbo.
Wọ́n ní your voice.
Ó dàárọ̀. Bye.
Wàhálà. Ewé. Ó ti tán. It has finished. Just like Jesus said.
Oh,
it's finished. It is finished. It is finished.
Adùn Bẹ́sìn.
Àwọn tí lẹ́pà ìta lọ.
So ládùúgbò mi báyìí wọ́n tún fẹ́ wá fi búrẹ́dì kó mi lómi ọbẹ̀ lọ ẹ̀ máa gbà mí.
Wọ́n fi kó yín lómi ọbẹ̀ nìkan.
Please bring him back. Moderators, in fact, ban Adùn Bẹ́sìn.
Wọ́n ní bring him back. Wọ́n ní àwọn ọmọ o. Ṣé ẹ ti fẹ́ sùn ní mọ́mí Adùn Bẹ́sìn? Àbí bó lẹ́wà? Ká bá lè mọ position tá fi fẹ́.
I'll send you his number, don't worry. Send me 20 lions. Send me 20 lions, then I'll send you his number.
Ẹ má yẹ kó báńdì Pàìtà wo jẹ́ àmà rí wọn bá o.
Bísí ni o. Ẹni tó fẹ́ mọ̀ wá get me.
Màdà má lọ ní pé lọ sórí platform yẹn mọ́ o. Ẹ kọ́ gbọ́kọ̀ mọ́ mi lọ́wọ́ o.
All right, guys. Thank you so much, everybody. I love you all.
You love you too. Thank you for
bọ́ǹbù mi wá yọ bí bíbí ẹ̀ wọ́n ní gbogbo bó ṣe ń jòyè làwọn ń wò báyìí pé bẹ́ẹ̀ lèmi náà jẹ́ nǹkan di sáwọn èèyàn pé lẹ́nìí ẹ máa gbà gẹ́gẹ́gẹ́dìgẹ́ nǹkan tó máa ṣe fún gbogbo yín ẹ̀ màá wá mọ̀ ọmọ màá kọ́ ṣe TikTok video kan màá kọ́ jùlẹ̀ ẹ̀ kọ́ rí pé mi ò kí ń yídìí síta tẹ́lẹ̀ màá máa yídìí
ṣé mo pé bọ́ǹbọ̀ mi ẹ bọ́ ṣe wọ́ mi lè bá wọn wọ̀ torí ṣe má fi lè wọ àwọn èèyàn bí mi ò lè wọ̀ àní mo wọ̀ sẹ́ẹ̀ àwọn èèyàn lé mi àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ mi lé mi padà sílé ni o.
wọ́n ṣe bá mi ró ìròyìn wá fáìn.
ṣàtẹ́ mi ò lè wọ̀. mi ò gbọdọ̀ wọ̀ àní pé mo dá padà mi ò lè wọ̀ o kò dúró ń bẹ̀.
Ó ní kòkòrò ní nà kí ló fẹ́ wọ bọ́ǹbọ̀.
Kí ni yẹn yọ bọ́lẹ̀ àbí?
Ó dà ìdígan lébè ni. Ó dàbí ìdígan lébè.
Ọmọ Bọ́lá, mo rí bọ́ǹbọ̀ mo ṣe ní jíìmù. Gbogbo ẹ̀ ni mo rí o.
If he catches you, you'll leave here with nothing.
You're fine.
If he comes up short, you'll split an equal share.
Wọ́n ti dá yín bí ibẹ̀ gbogbo yín wá rán wọlé síbí àbí. Ẹ̀rọ wọlé síbí.
Ẹ̀kọ́ nípa ìgbọ́n ti fi já wọn lẹ̀. Ẹ padà lọ sí
wọ́n ti já wọn bẹ̀ yẹn.
Wọ́n ti ń de sísá Yẹmí náà ti wọlé dé.
Ẹ padà lọ lókè àrọ́ mi létí ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn náà ẹ wà ká jẹ́jẹ́ o àbí wà ká jẹ́
ẹ má wá bí o àwọn nǹkan àti àtẹwà ńlá ẹ padà o.
àtẹwà ńlá bí o.
ọ̀rọ̀ burúkú tó ń fẹ́.
wọ́n ní ẹ̀kú lé ibo láàárọ̀ yín lọ tẹ̀ǹkì wà pé ẹ̀kú lé.
bọ́lẹ̀ tí ń bọ̀ we don come bọ́lẹ̀ tí ń bọ̀ tẹ̀ come we are here to stay who has you.
bus stop ní ìwà yẹn tí ní final destination.
who has you who find you.
bus stop lásán lélẹ́yìí next bus stop ní la final destination yẹn ní sòrò.
ìgboro
àbíkà bus stop lélẹ́yìí. ibi tẹ̀ sí lọ sí ìwà wájú.
sí ìwà wájú.
we are not going back. ẹ káàbọ̀.
ẹ dúró one down wa máa gbé ní the last bus stop.
Mr. Adùn Bẹ́sìn wọ́n ní ká má welcome yín.
Ẹgbẹ́nu sí máìkì kí lẹ ṣe. Ẹgbẹ́nu sí máìkì ṣàlàyé ara yín.
Mi ò rí pé nọ́mbà yìí lọ sókè.
No place like home. Láago mélòó nígbà tẹ́
ti àwọn ti láìpẹ́ yẹn ti yẹn jù. Ẹ káàbọ̀ o, ẹ kú àtàárọ̀ o.
Ẹgbọ́n mo lọ kọ yín mú àwọn èèyàn yín lọ.
Pàtà ló ní kó máa bọ̀ ń bí báyìí.
No, Pàtà ló lead.
Pàtà náà wà bí kan nìyẹn o, wọ́n jọ wà pẹ̀lú Pàtà.
Ṣé mi sáà dùn tí fẹ́ gbọ́kọ̀ mọ́ yín lọ́wọ́ ni? Torí gbogbo
Ok, ọ̀dọ̀ dàbí ṣùgbọ́n gbogbo wọn ti ń bọ̀.
Okay. Abájọ, nítorí pé ìṣèwọ́ tẹ fi rọ́ wọlé yẹn. Amọ̀ra wa náà, amọ̀ra wa ká bá ríra wa. Wọ́n tó wọlé yẹn mo rí ẹ o.
Wọ́n jù yìí sí gbó. Kò láìpẹ́ yẹn.
I'm missing his voice, ṣé ń gbọ́rọ̀?
Dàbí ṣùgbọ́n ti fẹ́ lọ sí.
Àwọn ò lẹ́mìí ni. Wọn ò lẹ́mìí host. Why do you want to sleep? It's not wọ́n ti dé. The British, kí ló tẹ pa life? Kí ló tẹ pa life? Mo rò pa owó mọ̀jú la fẹ́ fi ṣe lénìí.
Kí ló tẹ ju àwọn èèyàn mi nù báyìí?
Owó wọn dẹ̀ wà rọ wọlé sí bíbá. Wọ́n mọ́ mi lójú ni ṣá. The British, why you off life now?
The British wà lójú ìyọ̀bọ̀ tẹ wá ń ṣe báyìí.
Àwọn èèyàn yín ti wá dàbátì wá ń bíbá. Ọ̀tọ̀ nìkan tá à ń ṣe ń sìn, wọ́n ti dé. Kí ọ̀kan máa sọ̀rọ̀ justice.
Ẹ má wà bí o, àwa yín o, ẹ padà lọ síbi tẹ́tí ń bọ̀ o. Gbogbo yín ẹ padà lọ síbi tẹ́tí ń bọ̀ o. Àwọn ò ń jà bí báyìí o.
Àwọn ò jà bí o. Àwọn ò ṣe justice bí o. Social studies là ń ṣe ń bíbá, current affairs là ń ṣe.
Àwọn ọmọ tí ni we are not going anywhere. A ní ẹ padà ṣe.
Wọ́n yàn yín lé wa ní kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀. Àférò bí ẹtíkẹ́ẹ̀tì ẹ̀pin ní àférò.
Àbí o, àférò níbí o.
36 viewers ó ti tó wa. Àférò. The British, I'm good, sis. Ṣẹ́wàpá. You want to join the conversation? Irọ́ ẹ padà sí justice, ẹ̀yin justice fighters. Àwọn ò ṣe justice.
Ọmọ tí làwọn ń tà ní iyọ̀ àṣẹ justice.
Ọmọ tí lè join wa tó ráwọn náà máa ń ṣe current affairs.
Of course.
Gold láti ń tà lọ́wọ́ ń bí.
Tiwa ọmọ tí nìkan ni mo mọ̀ nínú àwọn tó wọlé.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tó kù justice kà ní activist.
Ọ̀dẹ̀ block àwọn gbà yẹn.
Àǹtí yẹn mà láyà o, alájà.
Ẹni kan block jẹ́ lọ block wọn gan.
Ẹ mà láyà wọ́n tún kọ́ síbẹ̀ kíkà block àwọn. Ìṣẹ́súrí Yíndì aláǹkó mi, àǹkó kílẹ̀ ṣe. I wanted to press the laptop.
Yíndì àbúrò mi ti wọlé.
Enter your body o David.
Mo ti block wọn bẹ́yìn. Mo ti block wọn.
Ẹ̀yin NGO.
Mo block wọn for 5 seconds.
Ìgbà téèyàn kan sọ nǹkan kan, mo lè fẹ́ press the laugh button. Ọ̀gá, hello my people.
Yíndì kan ni mo rí yìí.
Hi sis, Yíndì ni o.
Wọ́n sọ Yíndì nìyẹn o. Ó máa wọlé lẹ́kọ̀ọ́.
Ẹ kalẹ́ o sí ìṣẹ́ wa.
Ọmọ ọlọ́mọ ti parí justice tán.
Àwọn tí kọ́mẹ̀ntì padà náà 5 seconds péré ni mo fi block wọn.
Ẹni máa ń bú egun ni. Wọ́n máa ń bú lé egun ni. Wọ́n ní pé moderator ló jẹ́ oṣù ọlọ́run. Wọ́n máa ń bú ẹ̀. Orúkọ yẹn gan-an.
Orúkọ yín yẹn mi mọ̀, Ọlọ́run yọ yín pé mi mọ orúkọ yẹn pé.
Jẹ́ pronounce it. Ibich Sam.
Ó má gèrè jẹ.
Ibich Sam.
Àbí IBC Sam ni.
Ibich Sam ni.
Alájà bá sọ pé alájà.
Bí ti ṣe pọ̀ ìtàrọ̀, báwo ni tó lọ dáadáa?
Èmi kẹ, ìṣẹ́jú mélòó? Mi ti ẹ̀ plan láti pọ̀ tó bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ń dùn.
Ẹ mọ kí ṣe dáadáa, báyìí tẹ́ ṣe sáré pa láìfù gbẹgbẹ. Ìṣẹ́jú mẹ́rin lẹ fi ṣí láìfù sílẹ̀ sí sáré pa.
Mi wà gbìyànjú, mà ti lo over 2 hours. Péré.
Just that 2 hours.
It is not my calling.
Mo rò pé a máa ṣe ní VG ni.
Ó tiẹ̀ wá tó point kan mi ìgbà tó rí mute button. Mo ní àbá tí ẹ̀fẹ́ sógàn náà ṣáwà tó lórí láìpẹ́.
Àbí bí owó ni kókó àbíta ni wèrè tó só lórí láti.
Lọ́dọ̀ ọ̀tẹ́ ni ọmọ ló fò ó.
Ó ní ilé òun só ní ṣá.
Mo ti sọ ṣá.
Ó tún lọ́rùn.
Ẹgbẹ́ mo jẹun àwọn oníjẹun lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀jẹ̀ jù.
Ó tún lọ́rùn. Mo ní àfi tí in fact iṣẹ́ kékeré kan dé mi ṣe wáyà kó fẹ́ ṣe tàtàtà gan lẹ́yìn kó yà fi fóònù lẹ́ni sí ti rú.
Ẹ ti máa pé ó ẹ má dà wá nù ó sì ti ká pé sókè.
Lẹ́yìn kó yà fi fóònù sí ti rú kó lọ ṣe tàtàtà ẹ tó bá kẹwàá jẹ́ screamer bíi tàwa báyìí lẹ́yìn kí gbogbo láìfò ó jọ ìnínú wa. I'm a screamer, baby.
Yebo. Mama borí Ọlọ́run mọ̀ ká wò yé. Screamer ni. Ẹni tí mo kọ́ ni fún wọn ni pé mama borí Ọlọ́run mọ́ra.
Kò ṣe é bò mọ́ra, I'm a screamer. Ogun tí ò jẹ́ ewé òkú.
Téèyàn kan bá parọ́ àwọn ariwo screamer yẹn máa kanlẹ̀kùn ní ẹ̀jẹ̀ wá bọ̀tà.
Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀?
Ogun tí ò jẹ́ ewé ẹ̀dí òkú.
Kí ló tẹ́lẹ̀ wà fún tí ò bá ṣe pé ká ṣe tatata?
Tí mi bá scream iṣẹ́ ò solid o. Iṣẹ́ tó bá solid a gbọ́dọ̀ scream. So bó ṣe jẹ́ nìyẹn. Àwa rọra fi fóònù sí living room ẹ̀ mọ̀ scream mọ̀ nígbàrá.
Ẹ bá fi fóònù sí living room gan da British pẹ̀lú bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe jẹ́ screamer yìí. Ohun yín màmá yọ. Ẹ wulẹ̀ pa life.
In fact, kéèyàn má kọ́kọ́ mọ̀ first time kó wo pé àwọn ò lè gbọ́ náà. Wàá kọ́ máa gbọ́ da British ẹ mú.
Ẹ dà wá nù ẹ máa gbọ́ ẹ flag wọn. Ẹ flag bàtà lè ní tí wọ́n tẹ̀ máa gbẹ́ flag wọn.
Akẹ́tì wà lórí afárá èèyàn lè bọ́lẹ̀ lórí moving train.
Ẹ lè tẹ bírèkì bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn.
Kábíyèsí Elédùmarè.
Wàhálà.
Àwọn tó máa ti rẹ́kọ̀dù mi á ti lọ bí rẹ́rẹ́ lẹ́yìn kí n ya bá ní ìṣara mi lórí TikTok.
Àgàgà Harris ó máa ní da British yẹn. Mo ti sọ báwọn àwọn èèyàn wò mí yẹn aṣẹ́wó ní gbogbo.
But anyway mo kàn ń ṣeré náà ní mi lè bá ní ìṣara mi lórí TikTok. Ìgbé mo ṣe nǹkan tágbà ń ṣe. In fact, our people are good with mute.
Màmá kì í gbẹ́ mute.
Mi lè pórí Ọlọ́run mọ́ra. Ó bá tún di lẹ́yìn kí n dẹ̀ bọ́ta láti inú yàrá kí ni guys, I heard you guys calling me.
Wàhálà irú nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn gan ni ṣe é sọ.
They play.
Àwọn lè sọ pé nǹkan báyìí lẹ́yìn ṣe ta gbọ́ o.
Nobody go talk about. Ẹ̀sà yẹn ló kàn máa pọ̀.
I'm the British babe. Sis mi nìyẹn o.
Wahala. Okay. I heard you guys calling me. Okay. Sorry, Jerry. Mo busy. Mo movie happy.
Mo movie tẹ́ wo ni. Ẹ̀rọ ti ń dún.
Tí Lilibet bá dẹ̀ wà ń bẹ̀ kẹrẹ̀ yìí, a fẹ́ mọ táìtù movie.
Let me go and watch it.
What's the title of the movie? Let me go and watch it.
Lilibet. Yes, àwọn èèyàn máa
Oh, máa pariwo lábẹ́lẹ̀ ní to cover the àbí kọ́ máa stream.
Bó lẹ ṣe fẹ́ stream ẹ nígbà tí ò ń ṣe 2 minutes la fẹ́ ṣe.
Wọ́n máa stream lọ ni wọ́n máa sọ̀rọ̀ lábẹ́.
Máyà gbé speaker. Ẹ máa kọrin Jésù ó ṣe é kó o dájọ́ gbórúkọ rẹ bá.
Burúkú tó ń tẹ̀rìn. Ṣé mo pé gbà mí nẹ́tíwọ̀kì máa wọ̀n mí ìtèèyàn? Ṣé mo tẹ́ máa rò pé ti mute?
Lóòótọ́.
Ẹ máa ṣẹlẹ̀. Tẹ́ máa rò pé